Attention bar patrons, happy hour has begun. Drinks are our half price and it's time to loosen up from your work week. Show some love to your bartender, that lovable loudmouth with absolutely no filter, Trevor Garner.
Hang on, Cam, man.
About this world and all its demands.
All right, Trevor's Happy Hour. We have a new spot. Al Graham doesn't like it, but I'm going to play it. Mr. Announcer. Remember Poor Man's Mr. Announcer?
Yep, who he is.
Pat Matthews did the spot for the show. I think you're in it.
Excellent, and he's always did an excellent job.
Here it comes.
Here we go.
Here comes the intro.
You never know what you're gonna get on Trevor's Happy Hour.
He's the man in disguise.
There you are.
Hey everybody, it's Frankie Dell. I'm down Charlotte Street right now to all listeners to Trevor's Happy Hour.
There's a lot of fucking background noise going on.
You know what you call blonde standing on her head?
He's the man in disguise in real life.
I'll keep your eyes on the road, you hand upon the wheel. Keep your eyes on the road, you hand upon the wheel. All night long.
Fuck off.
Hi Frankie.
Hi, Frank.
Hi Frank. I'm doing.
Frankie,
How you doing? Nelson Peabody's on his way.
How are you?
Savannah, good night. Bye.
said goodbye.
Hold on.
Bye-bye.
He's the man in disguise in real life.
Some really stupid, outrageous stuff on this show.
This is so funny.
I'm glad you think so.
Trevor with an A, like a Trevor.
There's a lot of them.
Where is Beverly this week?
Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll.
Yep, Trevor's Happy Hour. And we have a new sponsor.
All right, call right now. 657-444-5501.
Okay, hold on again, man. Here comes our new sponsor for Christmas.
It's the Radio Invasion sponsor.
Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, man, where's our sponsor? He's coming.
Nothing yet. Nothing's happening yet, Trevor.
That's coming.
Kmart is more than any store you have known before. Kmart means you get quality.
Kmart.
It's
Look at my hat.
friendly and warm and service does not.
I got a job at Kmart.
What visit and you will agree. Kmart is all the things a great store should be. Quality at discount prices.
Irving buys his clothes every day there.
Kmart is all the things a great store should be. Quality at discount prices. Satisfaction always you'll see Kmart.
All right. Trevor's Happy Hour.
Is Kmart completely belly up now? There were 2 stores in Temecula that are both gone now.
I think keep going bankrupt and then come back again. I don't know. I mean, I think.
Well, the stores are gone.
There's a ghost of Kmart. It's all over the place. It gets lesser and lesser and lesser. It just always is done for this country. They're losing business as a result.
Right.
That's not the real can man there. That's not the real can man. That's clam chowder.
Well, clam chowder's in Montreal. That's why I heard the latest on Instagram.
Go ahead, Cam, man, with stuff. Go ahead.
Real
all
can
right.
man.
All right. Go ahead, Cam, man.
All
Since you're on-
right, are you ready for the top 25 standings?
Okay.
All right. We got some very sad news today for this past Friday. Frankie McDonald, the 2-time Facebook social media champion, has been eliminated by who else? Actor Bill Mooney.
Movie.
Hey, woo! Yay! No more Frankie.
What's your reaction?
When Frankie comes on, I'm going to tell him he's no good.
One less
He's
week,
no good.
Colonel.
He's been eliminated from Facebook social media play.
That's
Good.
Dave. Dylan Attack is now number 1.
No, he's
Brad
not.
Shatter-
All right.
Shatter's got-
I'll tell you who's going to be in the rankings right now. You ready for it?
All right.
Leading up is the number 25, Snooki, with 2,005 points. Is number 25 is Nicole Palizzi. The number 24, the female violinist from Denver, Colorado, with 2,101 points, Mia Asano. Number 23 from the Philippines, the wife of Mary Joy Tabell, Wayne Collins, with 2,150 points. Number 22 is it's Jerry Mathers as the Beaver with 2,160 points. In 21st place is the Cat Lady with 2,235 points is Crystal Stardust. Number 20 goes to who else? The man, the myth, the legend, Pat Matthews with 2,511 points.
Oh, yeah.
In 19th place goes to Huntington Henry with 2,570 points. In 18th place, who else? Lassie! John Provost with 2,625 points. In 17th place of the Iowa Republican chairman or chairwoman with 2,670 points, and Apprentice Bree, runner-up, Tana Goltz. In 16th place goes to who else? The Antigonous Canadian model, Ashley Collingbow, with 3,070 points. In 15th place, former WAAF alumni with 3,500 points, with Mamie Van Dorn. In 14th place, it goes to the WAAF alumni from Florida. Who else? Liz Wild with 5,235 points. In 13th place, with a score of 5,646 every Wednesday of the Ham Show, Eddie Fedicino. In 12th place.
Eddie Palacio?
Yep, that's correct. That's correct. In 12th place. Too bad. Zombie
That name sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. In 12th place goes to the Filipino female weightlifter from. It goes to Halian Diaz with 5,720 points. In 11th place goes to David Sutton, Stand with Israel. He's from Western Mass with 6,251 points. In 10th place goes to Don Hollywood Yates with 7,387 points. In 9th place goes to the beautiful businesswoman of the Campins Company, Virginia Campins, 8,395 points.
Keep going. It's Christmas is
In
going.
8th place goes to the Snake Charmer, Archie J, with 15,326 points. In 7th place is actress pioneer Linda Gay Scott with 16,500 points. In 6th place, who is 24,450 points, it's Cousin Oliver, Bobby Risk of the Brady Bunch. And now, last week, sad to say this to you, Frankie McDonald has been eliminated with 25,220 points. Audience!
Christmas. Billy Booney.
And the crowd goes wild, but Frankie McDonald is not happy. In 4th place goes to Mr. Lawson's Face, and the reason is, from the best social media performance is Bill Mooney, thanks to the Kawada mother and son, with 26,920 points. In 3rd place goes to Mary Joy Tabell with 30,810 points, and the reason, the volleyball tournament. In 2nd place goes to
Trevor.
Hudson, Massachusetts local native Owen McQuaid with 36,935 points. And in 1st place, thanks to the prediction, undefeated came through.
Oh, you mean the Indian boy?
It's the Montreal Alouettes came through to winning the 2023 Grey Cup champions from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Goes to Mick Aussie With the winning
Hey,
point
Trevor.
is 37,770 points.
No, number one is Kimberly Schweier. Kimberly Schweier
Now,
is number one.
and now,
But Trevor
here
Clark
are
is number
the
two.
Facebook standings right now. Hold on.
Darby
Hello,
DeWolf,
everyone. Welcome to
Darby
week
DeWolf.
50 of the Michael P. Mahomes Facebook Grand Prix social media playoffs. Welcome to the Final Four. 3 of the advances.
Wait a minute,
Next
dude. I want
Wait,
to 10 more.
was Kimberly
One
Schweier.
person
Kimberly
who have the
Schweier.
least points is officially eliminated.
Someone turned the background music off. I don't know if it's a 916 number or 951 number.
Oh,
Or 900 numbers that cost you more money. First place will get 11,000 points. Second place with 8,250 points. Third place is 5,500 points.
Dude, I can
And
get-
fourth place is 207.50 points. Before we say to go, anything else? Is any positive or negative impacts before we go off the air?
no.
Was Kimberly Schweier. Kimberly Schweier should be number one, followed by Zombie DeWolf.
I don't think so.
Kimberly Schweier's number 2.
Kimberly Schweier. Where's Trevor Gardner's number three?
Kimberly
Sorry about
Schweier
that.
is not available.
All right. Listen, guys, gotta let you know.
Her eyebrows.
Let's continue to watch us exclusively on YouTube Live. This is the Trevor's Happy Hour Show. Have a nice day.
Zombie
Take
DeWolf.
care.
Where's Zombie DeWolf?
Bye-bye,
Where's
Cam.
Zombie
Mike.
DeWolf? Zombie
All right.
DeWolf.
By the way, Brett, we've got
This
9
is Trevor's Happy Hour. Call in now at 657-444-5501. That's 657-444-5501. Trevor.
Take it away, 951, who just called in.
Oh, that's me, Eric.
Eric, you're 951. I didn't
Yes.
know that. Oh, okay. This is our so-called guest, ERIK HASSOLD, right?
Yes.
And Eric is a man about town. He goes to Beverly Hills hotels and hangs out with people that are famous for free. I don't know. What do you do, Eric? Eric, explain. Yeah, I know you're like an accountant, right? A CPA.
Yes. So I do two things. I work in the bank during the day for health insurance because you know how it's a requirement now by Mr. Obama. And then I like to help people with their taxes, business owners. So nights and weekends I do tax prep at a low cost rate for small businesses so they can actually afford to screw the government.
Oh, God. I'm glad I found you. I need you now. I just got some letters. All right. Well, anyway, so Eric, okay, so you kind of retrieved me. You said you're like, last week, I guess I asked you to be on, you said you like serving peanut butter jelly sandwiches or something to the troops or something, like VA or what?
Yeah, so I like to give back to the community, and one of the things that I do is support the vets by joining the USO, the United States organization, and my particular branch, we're out of Ontario Airport, and when the troops come in, we make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for them. We do have a barbecue, so we can grill them up some hot dogs, and we just generally provide them with food, snacks, and entertainment while they're in transition.
Wow. Boy, Carl would like you. So, well, anyways, you do that. And then all of a sudden you said, I go to the hotels with the stars. You go like up to Hollywood. You took Kathy Garver out on a date last night. Eric took Kathy Garver on a date. Listen to that.
So what happened was about 7 years ago, there was a lady named Mary Carlisle up at the Hearst Castle. I was born on the same day as Hearst, so that's why I like Hearst Castle a lot. And she was turning 102. I rode her for her birthday for 3 years, and on her 104th birthday, they let me, her handlers let me come and meet her. And unfortunately, she died that year, but that same year, I met another actress. She was a child actress called Cora Sue Collins. And through her friends, I was able to meet Kathy Garver at the Costume Guild movie night that had Cora Sue.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked her, hey, the gang and I were going to be going to an event. Would you like to go? And she said yes. So that's how I got Kathy to go. And from your post, I noticed that she's also been on your show too.
Yeah, she's been on this show a couple times. And I got her autographs. She sent them to me and told me to take my milk thistle, to clean up my liver because I'm drinking and all that. But Aunt Kathy, so Anyways, yeah, she's a nice lady, and I hate calling her a lady because she's like a family affair. She's a little kid, and I wanted to announce another thing.
She's a very sweet person.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a family affair.
It's a family affair. Who was that? Who's saying that? It was like oh man, one of those black girls. Anyway,
it was the name of the show.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, okay. Since I'm talking about family affair and Kathy Garver, I'm going to announce that Johnny Whitaker is going to be on probably pretty soon. So,
Who?
Johnny Whitaker.
I know who that is.
Yeah, Sigmund and the Sea Monster.
The other three are dead.
Well, yeah, also, oh wait, I might be thinking of somebody else. Gunsmoke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Eric, who else have you taken out on a date? Famous.
Those are about the three people. So Cora Sue, I actually brought up to Hearst Castle, and we went back to the original room that she stayed at when she was a 6-year-old girl when Hearst was alive. So that was kind of fun for me and her. Yeah, so it's just fun going up there and meeting the celebrities. I'm down in Orange County. They're up in Beverly Hills. It's a little bit of a hike, but it's worthwhile going up there.
Yeah, Eric grew up next to me. You live at you're Belinda, right?
Yes.
Where'd you go to? Esperanza, right? Esperanza?
Canyon.
A Canyon. Okay, that's over at Anaheim. That's Villa Park area. Well,
on the other side.
Anaheim Hills.
Anaheim Hills, yeah. But these guys are this Zombie Wolf and Irving. They're on the show, and then Brett. Hey, Brett, you there? Brett.
I'm here.
Brett, what do you think about what Eric does with the peanut butter sandwiches and the veterans?
Thank you for supporting our troops. I think it's great. That's something I'd like to do down the line. But I worked in community service. I'm glad you're supporting them.
Yes, not many of the young kids like to do it. So most of it's people over 50 years old that have the time to do it. So, but we're a great group, and we love the service people and what they do for us.
Even though you went to Canyon instead of Esperanza, we'll cut you a break, okay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Esperanza is our favorite high school on the show. Don't listen to. No, we don't like anything. We don't like anything in Placentia.
Valencia High School.
I went to Villa Park for one semester. They used to call you guys the weenies on the hill.
Weenies on the hill. That's funny.
Well, Eric, what do you? Okay, other than that, what do you do for fun? I mean, what's your hobbies?
For us hobbies, probably just going out in movies, hanging out with my son. He likes to scuba dive, so I watch him scuba dive. Travel. I'm really into traveling. In about 10 days, I'm taking a 15-day Patagonia tour. So we're going down to Chile, starting in Santiago, Chile, and then we go down to the Strait of Gibraltar. Straits of Magellan, and cut across the Beagle Channel, then up to Uruguay and Argentina.
Patagonia, right? That's coming up to the beginning of summer. Coming up to the beginning of summer there, right?
Yes. So I'm very excited that it's going to be more summer than winter, but it's very similar to an Alaskan cruise. So the temperature doesn't really get above 70 degrees, even though it's winter.
Yeah.
So, summer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's way, way south.
It's way south. It's supposed to be really a lot of waves. It's supposed to be really choppy, even though those big luxury liners do have the stabilizers. So I went out and got my Dramamine. I've got this little wrist dial, so to prevent me from having sickness. And the funniest thing are those Google glasses. They've got these glasses that you can put on that supposedly makes your balances your equilibrium. I might even try those things. They're pretty funny looking though. But
I think that the best thing is our beer goggles, actually.
Yeah, very true.
If you could put a little buzz on, to me the motion doesn't bother me. I just gotta go with it.
If you hold 2 empty fifths of whiskey up to each eye, it also helps. But you gotta drink both bottles first,
Yeah,
otherwise
so
you get
it'll
it in
burn your
eye.
eyes. It'll
Yeah,
burn your
yeah.
eyes when you.
Yeah, we were actually on a Mediterranean cruise last year, and I forgot how much I loved Long Island iced teas. And so the last day of the cruise, it was either stay on the boat and drink the iced teas, or get off and see another quaint European village and drop $200 on lunch. I stayed and did the iced teas.
Yeah.
That's what we do. That's what we do here. And Irving does a whole bottle in a show, a whole bottle of whiskey.
No, I only do half a bottle.
Yeah.
Half a fifth, anyway.
Well,
speaking of which, glug 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 glug.
So I got something to announce to you, Eric. I have to go into an oxygen chamber. Like now.
Cheers.
It's like it's a what do they call it? Hyperbolic chamber where like every day I got to get oxygen and I got to lay in there for an hour and a half. Anybody know about this? I just found out.
Are you smoking too much weed? Is that the problem?
No, it's like I got like feet wounds or what it's like to heal wounds. I guess you put in oxygen chamber. Something.
Yeah.
But I got to do that.
Trevor, that's where if you have a divers or do scuba diving, they get the bends. Then to heal the bends, they got to go in the hyperbaric chamber.
Okay, well, I guess I'll be healed. Well,
I think Michael Jackson was doing that too, wasn't he?
Hyperbaric is different than hyperbolic. Hyperbolic is
when you're talking
normal
about
air pressure.
Yeah, when you're talking about bacteria.
Yeah.
No, was that Michael Jackson when he was white or black?
Both.
Just don't go for the propofol.
No.
Propofol.
Trevor,
good shit.
Yeah, right. Knocked you out permanently.
Trevor, when you come back from the chamber, give us a.
I will. Maybe I'll get them to take a picture of me. I think they said I can be recorded in there.
Well.
Oh
yeah.
Do you remember that movie Altered States?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's another thing about oxygen I want to talk about. Like when I worked in heating and air conditioning, I think I told this story. That the county workers of Orange would come in after their hangovers and like take a sniff off our oxygen tanks, and like get rid of the hangovers. They would come in off of the street and come in and take a sniff. We were like a distributor of heating and air conditioning.
Never knew that. I'll have to remember that.
Yep, just take the oxygen's hit. Your hangover goes away. Well, Eric,
if I rarely get a hangover, but if I do, I think it goes away quicker if you just do a shot or two.
Yeah, I went out. Hey, Eric, when you
of course then you can't drive for a couple hours.
Eric, you grew up in the '80s here.
I grew up where?
In the '80s. You went through the '80s with us.
Yes, yes. You know, with Poor Man and all the K-Rock stuff and 91X.
And Noggles.
Noggles, yes, Noggles, definitely.
Noggles.
I had a girlfriend that was 23. I was 19, and she was getting me into Capers, that bar that was at the Holiday Inn in Fullerton.
Yep.
So she always, because I was actually the only white guy there. Everybody else was into R&B, and it was a great time.
Yep. Since you don't really know a lot about me, but I worked at Radio Shack, and I run the one on Placentia, Yorba Linda and Rose. And I worked with Federated on Harbor with Brad Xavier from the Cottonmouth Kings. I don't know if you know all these things, but anyway, because I'm sure you have.
Yeah, some of them. I worked at Thrifty's. One of my first jobs was Thrifty's, scooping ice cream.
Placentia here?
That institution's gone, including the ice cream, I think, now, too, with Rite Aid being bankrupt.
Yeah, that's funny, because I was over... go ahead.
You can still get Thrifty ice cream. I got it up there in Castaic in L.A. County. We went to Amici's Pizza, and they sell Thrifty's ice cream there.
They sell it at Gardina's Market as well.
Yeah.
But it's
Gardina's awesome.
And until our little market up here closed, they were selling Thrifty ice cream there, and always have.
But it's not the same as that hand dip thing. A cool little machine they had, where you could stack them up, get like a triple for a quarter.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then last week I was over at Marie Callender's, which is now Mr. D's here in Placentia on Kramer and Yorba Linda. And a Lyft driver picked me up, and I said, I'm over at Mr. D's. He goes, oh, that Marie Callender's. I go, yeah. And he goes, oh, the one by Straw Hat Pizza. Okay, you remember? I don't know if you guys remember this.
And you're like, how old are you, dude?
I
thought it was gone.
It is, but he worked there in the 70s, and he made that reference, and I go, how the hell? Because I was a kid, and I used to go to Straw Hat every day. The one over by, it used to be Save on Drugs, Eric, and McDonald's there, and Kramer and Yorba Belinda. So he made that reference, and I go, wow, how old are you? He said he worked there as a kid, and I was the only one that ever picked up on it when he called me and told me about it. So I don't know, it's a long time ago.
Hey, Trevor, you know where Norm's is on Catella and Tustin, right? Well, there used to be a Straw Hat just south on Tustin, right next to Norm's. Do you remember that?
I don't know. Straw Hat. No, there's a Round Table there, but Straw Hat. I don't remember.
No, that was further down. Round Table was a little further down. But no, right next to Norm's was Straw Hat. It wasn't there for a very long time after I moved to Orange in 1975. I was right across the street from that. Right across the street from the Villa Theater.
Do you remember a place called The Other Ball?
Called what?
The Other Ball. It was a strip joint in Orange. Yeah, I saw Kitten not too bad there.
Eric, were you pretty much straight-laced, or were you like a party animal?
Very much a party animal. I think that's been enough time between now and when I graduated college. So, you know, everybody knows Angelo and Vinci's, right? The restaurant.
Fullerton.
The Italian restaurant that just closed in Fullerton. There used to be a liquor store there, and I used to go over there and get my vodka before I'd go to the student meetings, and I would pour out half of my glass of 7-Up and pour the other half vodka in and just walk in with the meetings. Nobody knew about it because it's, it's vodka.
Did you go to Fullerton College?
Yeah, I went to Fullerton College and Cal State, and graduated from Cal State too.
Yeah,
I got to tell you something. All you vodka drinkers think that nobody can smell vodka because it doesn't taste like anything. That is such a crock. I can smell vodka. It's alcohol. You can smell the alcohol. Doesn't matter. There's no flavor.
And then you go to like DUI class at School 10. All these guys are like coming in with like little bottles of like Kool-Aid with like vodka in it and stuff. And yeah, I can smell it too. But I whiskey's stronger, Irving. You know that.
Well, especially the whiskey I drink.
Yeah,
87.
Yeah.
87 proof.
Yeah, we're whiskey drinkers.
Yeah, we used to do Fat Tuesdays at Red Onion. Where else?
Wow.
Red
Yeah,
Onion.
I remember Red Onion. Yeah.
Down in Irvine, there was a couple places there. Yeah.
I just got a guy.
It's been a while, but
yeah, there's another thing.
Black Angus.
Yeah, something else happened to me this week. I went to my doctor over in Laguna Woods now, I guess. It used to be Seizure World, right? And
Seizure World.
Seizure World.
So I go over there and I went to the doctor and it's like, I got out like, hey, there's a BJ's next door. So I went into the BJ's restaurant there in Laguna. BJ from the old lady, but close. But anyway, so there was I went in there. It's like my appointment was like at 10:30, and I got in at 11. They opened at 11, and then guess what? All these people in walkers and stuff. The old people are like wandering in, stumbling in, and like lunch. They $5 hamburger day. So
hamburgers or hand jobs.
Well, no, it'll get close to that next. What happened was, so I'm sitting there drinking beer, going, I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm at the doctor. So, and it's like too early in the day. But anyways, like these old people are talking to me, and there's one guy who I got his number. His name's Marco. He was like a restaurateur up in Hollywood. He used to hang out with Jimi Hendrix and all these guys in the 60s. That's why I want to have him on with Al. And he was these two old men are trying to talk me into going to live at Leisure World and buy a place. And I said, how old are you? I go, what's the age limit? He goes, 55. And I go, I can qualify, right? So he goes, yeah, all those.
It's like $9,000 a month, man.
Yeah, and there's so many rules.
Well, that's the thing. Okay.
Yeah, like you can't fart after 9 p.m.
Yeah, and the association fee $700 a month to live in Caesar.
Fuck.
Yeah, to live.
I gotta have Eric right my taxes. But and then he goes, oh, there's a benefit. He goes, all the women in here are horny. And I go,
they're all 100.
That's exactly right. He's 75.
Yeah, they're all horny. Yeah. You gotta knock them out of their walker first.
He used to tell us out in the Air Force. He was sending to Thule, Greenland. There's a woman behind every tree.
Brett.
Anyway, I gotta sign off for a bit, you guys. I gotta get medicated.
Okay, yeah, get to do some weed.
Zombie the wolf. Zombie the wolf.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
Guys, Eric, this
Hey,
show's
Tom.
conventional. We have Al Graham coming on. He'll tell everybody to fuck off. And again, that's his shtick. I don't think it's his shtick. He's just a funny guy. But hey, Eric, I wanted to catch you up on the show. Hold on a second. We're doing a tribute to Kmart Christmas.
Kmart sucks.
Remember this, Eric?
Yes, I actually go on YouTube and listen to the Kmart channel where they.
Thank you. I'm wearing a Kmart hat right now.
You know what? I like the Kmart jingles better than Led Zeppelin. I have a compilation album. There's 3 discs. It lasts 4 hours long.
Yeah, the driver that dropped me off today, she was talking about. She's trying to we're going to make new T-shirts, Irving. She has a guy, she's going to print them up. I'm thinking about Kmart.
When I drive home from the USO, I drive by a closed Kmart. It's pretty sad.
Yeah. Remember Christmas at Kmart?
Hey, now there's a good question actually. Kmart, the K was short for Kresge's, which is on the East Coast. Is Kresge's also belly up?
He's talking to Eric. Not Al.
I'm talking.
Yeah, I would know. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I think the Kmart's outside the U.S. are still around too.
Mm-hmm.
There's Kmart's outside the U.S.
I think there are. Sometimes it just goes bankrupt in the U.S. and there's still companies outside that still use that brand. I'm not specifically sure about Kmart, but I know there are a few that are no longer here in the United States. But you can go shopping someplace else, like in Japan or Saudi Arabia.
I got an idea. Eric,
I would imagine in Saudi Arabia, Kmart does not sell lingerie.
It sells burkas.
Yeah, that was the driver that dropped me off was from Canada. Yeah, she's like, I got in the cab or her lift car. She goes, "Do you mind Christmas music?" And I go, "Oh man, I used to work in the mall, the Brea Mall." And I go, "Oh no, it makes me mad because like all the people fighting over the stuff in the toy store and all that stuff. It's horrible. Christmas in the mall was horrible. All these angry women."
Yeah, well, and that saying that you can't help but bring up Black Friday. I mean, the day before, everybody is all about giving thanks and being kind to one another. And the next day, it's like, get the fuck off my goddamn Weeble, man. I'll kill your ass for it.
Yep. When I worked at Radio Shack, they would fight over the last toy on Christmas Eve. It's out of the box, and it has no battery. It's like the batteries are things broken and everything.
Yeah, there's an arm missing. Yeah, and they're like, give me that.
I got to have it for my... And then 2 women would be fighting over it. It was the remote control cars. Those are the ones the last day. Gotta get a remote control car for my kid. Yeah.
The Walmart in Hemet, that figures, okay. When I tell you this, you're going to go, oh, yeah, well, that figures. The Walmart in Hemet has 3 squad cars stationed right outside the fucking door on Black Friday.
Uh-huh.
They're waiting. Because in Hemet, if you know anything, okay, apparently you don't know much about Hemet. Hemet is a shithole. It is less than an armpit.
It's a cul-de-sac. It's a cul-de-sac in the IE.
No. It is a shithole.
Isn't that where Scientology's from too?
I
Graham, hello.
don't
Hello.
know where
Al Graham?
Scientology originated.
Al Graham?
Alvin! You bloody
this,
fuck!
Is this Keith Richards or Trevor?
This is Trevor and Eric Hassold and
Eric,
Brett Fireman.
Oh, well, I want to speak to Keith Richards, not Eric Idle. Fuck
Keith
him.
Richards, what the fuck do you bloody fucking want?
You know you're dead. Keith Richards, you're fucking dead. You know that, right?
Oh,
You've
no
been dead
shit. Maybe that's why I don't have a fucking pulse, you fucking knob.
I've sent you a video of yourself falling over on fucking stage and Mick Jagger getting mad. Did you see that?
No.
Hello?
He's falling over mother.
No, I haven't seen it yet. Go ahead.
Listen, not Trevor. I sent that to Irving. I sent you a video of yourself, Keith Richards, falling fucking flat on his face on stage with his guitar in his hand and Mick Jagger losing his shit at the microphone because Keith Richards was all fucked up. Then he got up, and smiled at the fucking camera after doing a face plant. It's in your email. Look in your email.
I had to get my two front teeth replaced.
Yeah, Eric's a new guy on the show. He took out Kathy Garver, who was on Family Affair. Sissy, he played Sissy.
I remember. Yeah, sure, I remember her.
He took her out on a date last night. And
did you feel her tits?
Oh,
unfortunately, no.
I'd have spanked her and pinched that tits right away.
I understand. Al was like right hand man to Larry Flint, so at Coastler Magazine. So, but that's okay. You know what? That's what we do on the show. I don't.
What do you mean that's okay? What the fuck does that mean? That's okay.
No, hey, but I gotta tell
you,
you,
I got fucking leprosy or something. What the?
No,
fuck?
you don't have leprosy. I figured out on Facebook, if I put like hot women, it says Trevor's Happy Hour starts soon. All the people watch it. They come on. So nobody wants to see it.
Line, if anyone wants their nipples pinched, call 1-900-499-3131 for 39 cents a minute. I'm fucking ready.
But Al,
yes, sir.
Let's school Eric. Eric's an accountant. What do you think of accountants?
Not fucking much.
We don't add
I'll
up
tell
that
you what.
much.
Listen, a fellow once said, I think it was Bob Dylan, he said, oh no, it was Woody Guthrie said, some fellas will rob you with a fountain pen, and that's what fucking accountants do. You know what the accountant of Jim Morrison did? He looted $866,000 in one fell swoop one day on one occasion, and he gave it to the Adler brothers, who own the fucking the theater right next to Gazzari's on Sunset Boulevard. How can you forget the name of it? Anyway, and he looted it, and so when we caught him, we said, hey, Mr. Green, his name is Bob Green. He's still he didn't die yet. But anyway, he said, well, I thought they were nice people. And my father-in-law, the Admiral, was forgiving. He forgave him. He took $860,000 and loaned it to those cocksuckers to remodel the club. And they wrote it off as a loss. Everybody lost.
Remodel Gazzari's?
No, it was a club next to fucking Gazzari's a little further down. It was
okay.
I'm trying to think of the name, but anyway, I don't
Rainbow
remember.
Room?
Rainbow. No, this side of the Rainbow Room. Gazzari's on the left. Rainbow Room further down. No, that's way down. I'm talking about
Troubadour.
Down, right near. That's too far left. Right next to Gazzari's on the right. There's a little fucking town. Right next to Gazzari's, there was a theater.
Fantages.
No, that's downtown. Fucking
too far away.
Anyway, I'll find it. Everybody knows what it was.
The Greek. The Greek?
No.
Oh, fuck you.
No, Greek's on the other side.
This was a club like Gazzari's, only with a few more rooms in it.
It's not the Viper Room because that's across the street.
No. It's
across the street.
This was a rock and roll venue that had acts on. The Doors played there after they were famous. I mean, Krieger and Densmore and a few other people. It was like the Troubadour, only it was, well, look it up. The Adler, Lou and his fucking conman brother owned it. And it was, I want to say, a talk of the town. But they had also theater, musical theater in there. Anyway.
Well, if my girlfriend Valerie's listening, she's probably screaming at it right now because she knows all those events. She's a hardcore rocker.
Okay, then tell her it was about 100 yards from Gazzari's. to the right, going toward Hollywood.
Hold on a second. The Roxy Club?
The Roxy! That's what it was!
Roxy.
The motherfucker, the Poxy Roxy, I called it, because they looted on Jim Morrison's grave, and they never got a nickel back, and the Adler brothers got away with it. They said, well, he gave us the money. No collateral, no payback. And that was what happened to the Beatles, by the way. All that got looted by the fucking accountants. So you shove a quill up your ass and whistle Dixie, as far as I'm concerned. Unless you've got some
I'm not one of the... I'm not one of
Unless
those
you've got
kind.
some-
I'm the kind that rescues you from the government. I just had a guy that had $150,000 owing to the government. We got it down to 25. So.
Oh, you're one of the good pimps. What the fuck was that? Dixieland. Dixie fucking land. So listen.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So let me ask the accountant a question. Are you one of those
Yes.
fucking guys? Are you one of those fucking guys who advertises on television? Ex-government IRS agent now working on your side to get you, and you end up being a bigger fucking pimp than the real accountant because you got publicity and you got jargon and you got bullshit to go with it, and everybody who's stupid falls for it and they pay you through the nose. You get a third of it, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not one of those.
Parasite pimp.
I'm unfortunately a private accountant. You can't see me unless you know one of my clients already. So when people call to advertise, they kind of like, what do you mean you don't want clients? And it's like, well, I got too many as it is.
You're still a pimp accountant. No matter what the fuck you say, you get a third of it, don't you? You're like a fucking accident lawyer, right?
A bean counter.
A bean counter, no. I'm regulated. Unfortunately, I'm regulated. Those are those those crazy tax preparers.
Who regulates you? Who regulates your fee?
State of California, King Gavin.
And what did they? Oh, Gavin fucking Newsom. And they gave you what authority? 30%? Answer the
No, I
fucking
don't
question,
take
you
30.
pimp. Well, what'd you get?
I only get like 10-20%.
Oh, then you're not then you're not one of those. Then you're not an asshole after all.
No. If you want one of those guys, you got to talk to an attorney. They get 40%.
Oh
no. Question for Eric. You're in Orange County, you said?
Yes, sir.
Who just jumped in over me and Eric?
Do you happen to know Saltikov and Associates in the city of Orange?
No, I'm in Yorba Linda, so I don't know those people.
Don't tell them where you are. Don't tell anybody where you are.
Well, Yorba Linda is not a tiny little horse riding burg anymore. Now it's incorporated. They got their own cops. It's fucking piece of shit.
Richard Nixon got his first blowjob there by his mother in Yorba Linda.
Dude, I went to the Richard M. Nixon school. And
did you see the place where he jacked off on a Kellogg's box, and they kept it firm?
I actually did. The one side of the playground was actually, well, it wasn't really sectioned off. There wasn't a fence, but one side of the playground was where his birthplace was. And,
can I ask you? Wait a minute. Did you know that Richard? Did you know that he was a Jew, Richard Nixon?
Could care less.
Well,
in 1971, when the hippies were protesting, they were picketing out in front of Nixon's birthplace in Yorba Linda.
And he said, "Get rid of the bums," right?
Oh no, it was his birthplace. You know, it was a school built with his name on it. I went to that school. I had to walk by the hippies.
Joe.
I actually have to drive by that place to see my best friend, so I'm over there at least once, twice a week. So
yeah, I think the school's gone now, and the birthplace is now the Nixon Library. I think.
Yeah, in the '70s, I used to ride my bike past. We used to go there as kids, and there was a bunch of weeds around an old ratty old house.
Well, listen to this. Richard Nixon, his mother confessed that she diddled a Jew, and it wasn't his father because he never knew his father. He didn't like his father because his father left him with his mommy, and his mommy was a saint, he said. But here's the skinny. His father was a Hebrew, a lovely man, a big, strong man, and it turns out that even he wasn't a fucking donor because Richard Nixon came out looking like a scrawny fucking baby pigeon. That's how scrawny his chest is. But anyway, so to make a long story long, I've got a Jew joke. Anybody want to hear it?
Okay,
Because
go.
that accountant's a fucking Jew, isn't he? Come on, fess up.
Nope, sorry.
What's your last name? Hey, come on. Eric, what's your last fucking name?
My last name? Hassold. German.
Jew name. I knew it. Hassel.
No, he's German. Like David Hasselhoff.
And
I'll bet you it was originally Hasselbaum.
You think they're no German fuck?
We're actually not German. We're Danish.
Hey,
it's
only one
island
of us
in the
can
North
talk
Sea.
over each other. Look, only one of us can talk over each other at the time. So you, Haskell, are a fucking Jew, and don't lie to me. I know you
Actually,
are.
he's a fucking Viking.
How do you know, Irving? You pimp! Stop it. Let me fucking cut this. Listen,
his line is from an island in the North Sea. Dumb shit. Viking. Hello, McFly.
Irving, fuck! I want to cut this Jew up. Listen, please. Let me cut the Jew up, and then I'll apologize if he's not. Irving, fuck off, will you?
He already told you he's not.
What a prick. He won't let me do my shtick.
Go ahead. Do the stick.
Okay.
Stick, dick.
If you're not a Jew, then you won't mind a fucking Jew joke, will you? Here it goes.
Nope.
Palestine, listen. Palestine was invaded by Israel in 1948. No, I'm sorry. In the 1963 war, they took the Golan Heights. They took back a whole bunch of the fucking of the Palestinians' land. And the Palestinians said, I don't want you to do that. And they said, well, fuck you, we're doing it. Not only that, we're going to put you in a camp that looks like two fucking alleys. I'm going to squeeze you in, and we're not going to let you out, and you want to die. And they said, no, we're not dying. We're just an older culture as you. We have universities and art and theaters and great fucking incredible history of science that you don't think we have. Now, look, the two kinds of Jews. So, who hung up on me?
Nobody hung up. We're still here.
Sounds like somebody fucking hung up. A Jew in Pennsylvania just hung up. Okay, listen. So I'm going to get off my rant. I'm going to tell you this. There's a rap song I wrote, and I'm a half a Jew, so I get to say this. Jews go home. Jews go home. Rap Patricia Rizzle with the Jew go home. Give me back my lemon orchard. Give me back my land. You stole my land. You stole my land. And Zombie on the show last week said, hey, the Jews gave that land to the Palestinians. They gave it to, after they fucking took it off them, they gave it back. What the fuck? Nobody knows the history of Palestine. I do. No Jew does, because they believe that God sent them to take back Palestine. They are living in a fucking fantasy because the Palestinians have got more balls than me. And now that's saying something. The Palestinians, in my case, now I'll say a word to the fucking Palestinians while I'm on it. Be careful who you want to liberate you, because Hamas and all the other fucking death cults in Iran and Iraq and around the Middle East, they don't want peace. They want to kill every fucking Jew on earth. Half of the Jews want to be friends with half of the other Palestinians. The rest are motivated by sheer fucking stupidity. Let me tell you this. There will never be peace in the Middle East until the Palestinians get a homeland. So Jew go home, Jew go home. We're absolutely living with you. Jew go home. I'm over. I'm done with my rant. Let's get back to fucking something funny.
All right.
I thought that was supposed to be funny.
Irving, look at Irving. He's always Irving. Yeah.
No, our question is, you were on Skype on the video. How come you're not on video?
What do you mean now?
Yeah. You said you got Skype.
I'm in my car and you call me on my fucking phone. What do you think?
Oh, okay.
Get out of your fucking car and get on your goddamn computer and turn on your goddamn video.
You think you are Mr. Bean?
That's Keith Richards again, isn't it? Fucking,
that was Irving the idiot boy. By the way, speaking of you can tell a Jew joke because you're half Jew. Who's that fucknut that says my name is racist? Did you tell that ass fuck ignorant cocksucker?
Oh, sure I will. What's this fucking
Did you
stupid
fucking
name?
tell him that Irving, in fact, is 1/8 Cherokee?
Are you ready?
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know that, Irving.
Last night I had a tribute to Irving, like I did to Al Graham. I did like he did the Doors. I did
Hey,
this.
thanks, son.
Yeah. Oh, then everybody was rocking out. But then, and I was in the pizza place. So then I did this one, Irving. Now you heard it, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, part of it.
This is okay. This is over. Let's just say this is Alex Andrus. He sang a song for Irving that we make fun of him on. I want Zombie to hear this. Where is he?
Where's Zombie? Zombie's being awful fucking quiet.
Oh, he had to go. He'll be back.
Of course, he's always wanking off or something in the bathroom. He's never on the fucking show properly. And if he is, he's coughing up and spitting in a bottle or something.
He's living with his. He's living with his sister, and he's not allowed to do vape or smoke pot in the house.
Oh, well, in that case, he can do whatever he fucking wants on our air.
Right on.
Hey, would you give a message to his sister? Fuck you, you uptight cunt. Let him smoke at home.
Well, she's got a bunch of little kids.
Fuck them too. Irving should have a smoke. Zombie should have a smoke whenever he wants. He's a grown ass man. Tell the fucking kids to go out and play.
Right.
Eric,
hey, look at Ahmed and Dweezil and Moon. They all grew up normal. Wait a minute.
Oh
Never
yeah,
mind.
fucking Dweezil. How about Moon and the fucking what's the other brother's name? Ahmed. Ahmed fucking Hammer. Hey,
no.
they're a bunch of clever little bastards. They're like their father. They're like their father.
There it is. Okay, let it go. Come on, here we go.
They are, except for Moon. I'm not sure Moon's
shut up,
that
Irving.
but
Shut up.
Dweezil and Ahmed sure are.
Let me hear the fucking thing, Irving.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
That's not nice.
Okay, just so you know, Al, I hate this song worse than anything in the fucking world.
Why'd you do that to Irving? You fucking bastard?
All the people were they loved it.
At the time the song was popular, I was working at KZY Radio on Ball Road and E Street.
Irving, let the song play.
Trevor.
Frankie.
I'm doing great so far. And I was doing a video for both Kimberly and Savannah.
We had joy.
Very nice. How's the fucking weather up in bumfuck Nova Scotia?
Right now it's cool outside Sydney, Nova Scotia. It's going to bring a lot of snow, mainland Nova Scotia. Lots of rain, Sydney tomorrow.
He answered me. Bumfuck Nova Scotia, I said.
See, Eric, this is it goes here. Now we got
listen, Irving, they might have just played Bobby Gold's Honey. Oh, honey, I miss you. What a fucking terrible song.
So you understand. But I worked at KZY. I worked at KZY Radio when that song was popular as a request line operator.
Irving, I can't get rid of it.
And I was forced
to get rid of that music
to that song 30 fucking times a day.
Well, why did they play this song if you hate it so much?
I told them to play it so it'd make fun of Irving.
Because Trevor likes to fucking needle me.
He does a good fucking job. I heard him saying.
At least I like this guy's version better because the original version he sounds like a pathetic fucking scrawny twerp.
Okay, well listen. First of all,
please pay for me.
Listen, I haven't heard the full song, so I really don't know what it is. So tell me.
Now that you say that, Trevor is going to play it.
Let it in.
Well, it keeps cutting in. No, it keeps cutting in and out.
Just listen, because everybody talks. Listen.
Play the fucking song.
Let's play.
Oh my God, are you kidding? Goodbye, my
Trevor,
love.
play the
It's hard to
original.
die.
Everybody quiet.
Goodbye. I know. Oh, I know.
quiet,
Listen
be
to
quiet.
this. Goodbye, my love. It's hard to die with half an antelope up my ass. What a fucking boring, dismal song.
When all the birds are flying in the sky.
Sing if I said sing it for
And the spring is everywhere.
Sing it for Irvin.
Little
Someone
girls are
knows that
farting hair. Think of me and I'll be there.
Bye-bye, my love.
No.
It's hard to die with half a poker sticking up your ass. Well, fucking course it is. What a dismal song, man.
But I said, hey, sing it for Irvin the Indian boy.
The song is about this asshole that is dying, and it's like 5 minutes long. It's like, would you fucking die already?
Listen to this. There was another one, and it was this. Remember this? Turn down your. Oh yeah, I know what it was. Oh, Indiana wants me. Lord, I can't go back there. Indiana wants me. How about this one? How about the green motherfucking grass of fucking home? How about that fucking dismal murder?
Exactly. Hey,
Frankie,
Frankie,
Frankie, I will come up there and butt fuck you with a camel. Look at him.
Okay, but Eric, hold on, everybody.
Don't worry.
I want to introduce
Irving,
Irving, Al,
what-
shut up. Al.
Irving,
Shut up.
wait a
shut up.
minute. No, I'm not shutting up. Irving, what was the name of that sound that brought down the fucking walls of Jericho? Because Frankie's doing it right now, that low.
Yes.
What is it?
That means earlier this week, when I did the videos of myself, I mentioned about Savannah and Kimberly. This Thursday, I got in a picture with Santa Claus in the Coca-Cola truck. Came all the way from the North Pole, all the way to Sydney, Nova Scotia. And Frank and Dell, that's me, got in the picture taking with the Santa Claus.
I'm getting a fucking boner. Whoa, what news?
Can I explain to Eric? Eric's still trying to get a hold of this show. Eric, you still there?
Yes, I am.
Eric, Frankie McDonald is from Nova Scotia, Canada. He's a weatherman. Have you ever heard of him on the internet?
No,
yes,
I have
and they
not.
got Montreal. Then they got snowstorm in Montreal right now. Bring a lot of snow right now, according to Sky Universe Patrick, aka Sky Universe Patrick Mack. It's the Sky Universe Patrick films videos of streets and things like this.
Frankie, fuck off. Hey, Irving, do Frankie.
Hi, this is Irving, the Indian boy. I'm fine, thank you.
Fuck you. Irving, do Frankie.
Yeah, I intervened. And then Nelson Peabody could be on his way.
Fuck you,
Hey.
Nelson Peabody.
We got Peabody.
Nelson Peabody's at the airport right now, and he's fine. I'm Frankie McDonald. I'm fine too.
Fuck you. Who's on that? Who's that dog in the background?
Oh, that's my dog.
That's Eric.
What's the name of the dog?
Baron.
Baron.
Oh,
Baron
like Trump? Baron
Oh,
Trump?
Baron.
You named him after Trump's kid.
Why would I name him after a 19-year-old kid?
Well, maybe the dog's fucking, obviously the kid's born first, so,
Eric, isn't that funny? Show, that's the first thing that came to our mind.
I've got a message for Baron.
Trump is the one that gave us the tax breaks, and you're a CPA, so, I mean, hey.
I
right?
love, yes. This is
Can I
with
have
tax.
a word? Could I have a word with Baron, please?
All right.
No.
Yes, he's right here.
Baron.
But with
Baron. Woof the
Hello.
fuck up. Woof the fuck up. Woof the fuck up.
he's drinking my beer right now.
That's my kind of fucking dog right there.
You are
it.
German,
right?
You are German.
Send a
Eric.
picture. Put a picture up of him.
I will.
I want to talk to Eric about something too. Eric.
Wait a
remember
minute.
this?
Hey, can I ask Eric
Hey,
one last question?
All right.
Eric, I've done
Yes,
my
sir.
best to fucking abuse you, insult you, and everything. You never took the bait, and you're still there. What kind of fucking skin do you have? A lizard, an armadillo, or concrete?
Hey, let me put it to you this way. I was always the second shortest kid in my class. I was always the newest kid in my class. I moved 13 times by the time I was 15. Yeah, it doesn't take much to
Wow.
Okay. Short answer on that: chainmail and plate armor.
You know.
Yeah.
Eric, I gotta say something here. Okay, everybody, be quiet. Eric, you went out with Kathy Garber last night. I thought you were a tall man because you stood ahead of her. I go, wow, Eric's really tall.
I am only 5'9". She is very small.
Like,
did you think she was hot?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you pinch her tits?
I actually always wanted her to be my big sister. When I grew up and was watching Family Affair, I always wanted her to be my big sister.
You went on a date with your big sister. You are a weird motherfucker. I'm telling you right now. You're not going to get laid with your big sister, or you're not going to pinch her tits unless you're into incest.
Stays in the family.
Right.
So why did you go with her? You got some money you can accountant?
That's what Bill.
No, I'm not like that.
Hey, you know what they say: the family that lays.
I know.
You know what they say: the family that lays together stays together.
Exactly.
You prick. I mean, that was Charles Manson. The family that slays together stays together.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they didn't stay together too long.
They did, but hey, Charlie was fucking delusional from the word go, but he managed to hustle his way with a bunch of teenage airheads, and they were all middle-class kids with normal fucking families.
Charlie was your average, everyday, run-of-the-mill, absolutely normal sociopath.
He was at con from jail. Listen to this. When they put him in jail, he said, after 5 years, I started to like it. I went, oh my fucking God. He liked what? Yeah, he liked the smell of the laundry. He liked the fucking homosexuality. He liked the shitty food. He liked the brutal God. He liked being locked up like a fucking chicken all his life in a pen. Okay, you know what it's called? Institutionalization. You get used to it, then you like it. Then you can't live without it. And when you come out, you rob or kill somebody just to back in. How about that?
You know, when Charlie started coming up for parole, he was already institutionalized by then. And he would deliberately say little things that they would deny as parole.
Listen, if Larry Flynn got in front of the judge and Larry Flynn's lawyer said, Your Honor, I just proved that my client was not there at the time, and Larry Flynn would say, yes, I was. He'd fucking sabotage himself just so he could stay in the fight. Is that true with you?
Well, no. Yeah.
Good.
Hey, Al, will you humor me a little bit?
Yes, sir.
All right. You don't like Pat Matthews' intro. I mean, his spot. Now I want.
It sucks.
Hang on a second.
It's worse than our show, which is a cacophony of crap.
Can we hear what Irving? My friend Trevor.
What?
Irving, give me a little room, son. I want to hear this.
Can I play it?
Trevor.
I wasn't talking.
Let's critique this. Okay, why is it so bad? But let it go all the way through. All right.
You never know what you're gonna get on Trevor's Happy Hour.
He's a man in disguise in real life.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Adele. I'm down Charlotte Street right now to all listeners to Trevor's Happy Hour.
There's a lot of fucking background noise going on.
You know what you call blonde standing on her head?
He's a man in disguise in real life.
I'll keep your eyes on the road you hate.
There. Yeah, it's very the road. You go the road.
Fuck off.
Nelson Peabody's on his way.
How are you?
Savannah, good night. Bye.
Said goodbye just now.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Some really stupid stuff.
This show is so funny.
I'm glad you think so.
Trevor, Trevor.
Well, there's a lot of them.
Where's Beverly this week?
right, call right now. 657-444-5501.
And this is Trevor's Happy Hour with Trevor Garner. I am Irving, the Indian Boy. 657-444-5501. That's 657-444-5501. Trevor.
What's so bad about it, Al?
Now let me qualify.
Actually, that one's not bad.
Please, Irving!
Play the other one.
Let me respond, please. Trevor.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit down with you and the man who did that, but I want to tell you, I'm trying to clarify what I said.
Okay.
The tapestry is wonderful. All the voices. If we could take out the screeching, we'd have a lot more. We could hear a lot more. And the only thing I was saying was that we don't know a fucking thing about this, and we didn't line it up and talk about it before we played the content. So all I'm asking to do is put a couple of tags on it or leads that goes like this. A proper pirate voice, not a $2.99 one. I'm talking about Irving doing the pirate voice. You and I sitting there. There you go. You hear that? Listen, all we need to do with that whole thing is keep it intact, clean up the dirty noise in the background, keep Frankie, everyone that speaks shouldn't have that noise, that screeching between the record players. And I don't know how to do it, but I think it can be done with a squelcher. There's a little fucking piece of software. It can be cleaned up. And now on the other hand, all we got to do is this. As we announce it, we say what the fuck it is, who the fuck is doing it, and where the fuck we're doing it, and who the fuck we're doing it to. Now that's what we got to get out. Before we say a word, we got to let everybody know this is a fucking train wreck. And it's going to sound a lot like this. But don't worry, because Trevor and Irving have got the fucking helm of the ship. And it's going to glide through lovely. And on the other end, you're going to hear a bunch of fucking lunatics, but they don't talk over each other. They don't shout at each other. They all do what they did tonight, which is fucking brilliant shit. All of it. Even fucking Eric hasn't said a fucking word, and he played a great role because he was the song man. He didn't fucking break down like Zombie and run home to clean his ass out with a fucking pipe cleaner.
Thank you. I appreciate that. The Kmart's are open in Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Guam.
Honestly, I think Zombie uses a toilet brush.
Eric,
I like
Eric, what did you think? What did you think of that shit? That spot?
The shit about what?
What do you think about the spot? The spot we just played.
Oh, fine. No big deal. I mean, that's what you do. You entertain, right?
Listen,
why
don't you
just... Is that what we're doing? That's
yeah.
Wait. We have to add in there. Accountants are a bunch of fucking Jews. How's that?
Yeah.
They usually are.
Welcome.
They usually are.
I said to a Jew the other night, "Hey, let's go. Are you hungry? Jew eat?" And he called it a racial slur.
Jew eat. That's funny.
Get it?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, I heard you laughing all the way in fucking Puerto Rico there.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So I do have a Jewish friend, and his son wants to be a racist comedian, and so one of his favorite jokes is, "Why is Mario Andretti better than Hitler?"
Why?
Because Mario Andretti knows how to finish a race.
Oh, I like this kid. Let me get him on the air. Hey, listen to this. I want to tell you a phenomenon that occurred in the 1970s. It started in Santa Monica, and a bunch of liberal Jews who had children who were liberal fucking Jews started a group called Jews for Jesus. It still exists, and it was to throw the Jews up the fucking wall because all they knew of Jesus was that his fucking crusaders from England came and killed them. Killed anybody who wasn't white, even the Jews. They were supposed to come and save them from the fucking Muslims. They found them Muslims converted to Christianity. They fucking killed them too. So, there's the truth. A Jew boy, nothing to screw for a Jew boy, a Jew boy, a Jew boy. I'll be a Jew boy for Jesus. I wrote that.
Oh, I thought that was Fiddler on the Roof.
No,
I did too.
Well, that song is.
If I were a Jew boy, all day long I'd knock upon your door. If I were a Jew boy, man.
Not bad. How about this? The song I sang you was a Jesus Christ Christian song. A sunbeam, a sunbeam. Admiral Morrison used to fucking sing this around the piece. Jesus wants me for a sunbeam, a sunbeam, a sunbeam. Fuck all those converted Jews. But he never said Jews.
I've got a Sunbeam, actually. It's a 1948 Sunbeam mixer my grandma bought, brand new. It actually still works.
It's a Sunbeam rapier. Great fucking little town car. It's got 4 fucking wheels and a biscuit tin to keep the engine in.
Fozzie the Bear has one in the Muppet Show.
He did indeed. Did you ever see a fucking 1948 box Citroen? It looked like a box, but it was the greatest little car. Had an airplane engine in the motherfucker. The French had it for years. It worked. It was a great little car. Now they've got modern ones that look like a fucking shark. They're beautiful. And they've got suspension that goes up and down. Here's a story about Admiral Morrison rented a Citroen once in Paris in 1960.
I believe it's pronounced Citroen.
Citroen. Okay, liver lips. All right, so they were all in Paris, and they were all driving around, going to restaurants and stuff. And in the middle of one of those cobbled fucking, I think it was even the Champs-Élysées, the fucking car stopped dead, and everybody in the car was like wondering what happened. It was pushing every button, and all of a sudden, the hydraulics went up like a fucking kangaroo, up and down and up and down. And everybody in the square was watching, and the police were walking toward him, and Admiral Morrison was yelling, "Oh, everything's okay, everything's okay." And all these drunk fucking captains were falling out of the car, and the car was going off like a fucking Australian kangaroo, and they couldn't stop it. And they had to get a tow truck to fucking dismantle it and drive it away.
And every lowrider in East LA went, "Hey, that's cool, man. We gotta have that.
Yeah,
I want that on my Impala."
Did you ever
I have
ride
that on my car.
Irving, did you ever get thrown from one of those horses in a dive bar in the valley?
No, I didn't do the urban cowboy bullshit.
Listen, it was the
I
most
actually
dangerous
grew up
fucking-
with real horses.
Well, listen to this. It was a big craze in the 70s, and every cowboy would get thrown
I
off.
know! The urban cowboy crap.
Irving! Turn your fucking lip off when someone's talking, son. So that
But you're
every
talking
cowboy-
to me like I don't know, and I do know.
Man, come on, you're stepping on people's lines. Stop it.
Shut up and keep talking.
Irving, I swear to fucking God, I will come up there and butt fuck you with a cantaloupe and make you watch yourself. Now stop it and let me finish.
Do
Every
it
cowboy,
with a Volkswagen.
every fucking
My car goes up and down.
down.
The Mercedes, they've got a lift in the station wagon.
You know what? A white guy in Downey started all that with the with solenoids on the shock absorbers. It was a white guy.
Exactly right. That's exactly right, Zombie. Where the fuck did you come from?
Norwalk.
Downey.
Just slipped out of fucking the woodwork. No, he slipped into the studio through the fucking woodwork like Sherlock Holmes. That was creepy, Zombie, but fucking true. You're right.
You're welcome.
Some fucking guy figured it out, and that's how he got laid. He made one for his dick, and he kept fucking. He fucked a policeman accidentally once, and the policeman gave him $50.
Then he went to Ed
true
Roth.
story, Zombie?
Then he went to Ed Roth's house, and they made up the rat thing.
Hey, Zombie, you come up with some fucking pieces of information, don't you, son?
Yeah, well, I was outside studying.
Oh,
Well,
studying.
Zombie's like 20 or 60 years older than you, Al.
Listen, Zombie, I want you to go
excuse me.
home and tell your fucking sister to tell those fucking kids to get off the fat fucking potato couch asses and let you have a smoke a bong in the front and jack off in front of the television while watching Jack Webb. and tell them to fucking go get a life, and you can't smoke in the house. Fuck her and the horse she rode in on, and the cunt who paid for the hay for the horse. Fuck them all. Take your life back, zombie.
Nah.
How did you know that Jack Webb?
I'm not from the South, and I like Adam 12.
Look how nice Zombie is. Look how nice Zombie is. I'd have told the cunt to take a flying fuck off the dark side of the moon and made her light the joint.
No. Take a flying fuck at a rolling donut.
They're taking care of me, so they're looking out for my best.
Well, that's nice. Zombie, I'm doing a show. I'm the asshole on the show. I don't mean it. Yes, I do. But I mean, I'm trying to get, like fire and everything.
I'm medicated, so I'm cool.
You get some good bud today, Irving? I mean, Zombie?
Some I can't talk to you. Concentrate.
Nice. Yeah.
Doing the dabs.
I had arthritis so fucking bad. I was like crying like a girl. My bodyguard took me to the hospital, and I said to the doc, there's a policy against OxyContin, and I don't like to take him. And he said, there's a very strict policy in this hospital. And I said, I know, because people are getting addicted. And he said, yes. How many do you want?
How much money you got?
No. He knew I was really in fucking pain. I was crying like a fucking girl. I mean it. Man. Have you ever had an arthritis flare up? Oh my fucking God. I'd sooner have my mother-in-law come back from the fucking grave and live with me for the rest of my life.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
No, you're right. No. Irving knows.
I got a question. This is Trevor.
Irving, I'm going to do a shout out to your wife. You cunt.
Oh, I'm passing that on to her telepathically.
But tell her I didn't mean it in a nice way.
Al.
Yes.
Jim Morrison's brother-in-law says you're a fucking cunt.
I guess I'll ask Al because he was sort of famous. Hey, Al. So
let me put her on. Wait a minute. Put the cunt on the phone. Let me tell it personally. I'll do it.
She doesn't answer her phone.
I need to find chicks in biker bars to hang out with Al. But here's the thing. I got a question. Johnny Whitaker. I also talked to him. Family Affair. I've got a question for Al because you've been around like famous people, like the.
Wait, Johnny Whitaker was Family Affair. I thought Johnny Whitaker was Gunsmoke.
He was all.
Who was the kid on Gunsmoke?
He was in all those shows.
There was no kid on Gunsmoke.
No,
yes, there was.
That was Johnny. Was it Johnny Whitaker?
Oh no! The rifleman. Who was
Johnny Crawford?
Hey,
Johnny Crawford, you dummy.
Let me tell you about him. He grew up. He was 39 the day he was born. And after all of his fame ended, you know what he did? He picked up old 40s jazz records, and he became an aficionado, and he loved jazz music. That kid was a fucking throwback. He never had a teenage life. He was an old man when he was fucking 21.
Yeah,
I love big band music. My grandfather had his own big band. My grandfather had a group called the Long Beach Harmonians.
The Long Beach Big Band Band.
Listen, I would sooner have Tammy Faye Baker sit on my face than listen to fucking Glenn Miller. Okay?
Well, Glenn Miller. There's a few songs.
I would like it both at the same time. Actually, I think that would be really good.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie.
Glenn Miller. Glenn Miller has some songs that are some of my favorite songs, but not all of his stuff.
What do you mean, like little brown fucking stupid jug?
No. I mean, like In the Mood and String of Pearls.
How about this one? How about Pennsylvania 969?
You know who I liked? I liked Benny Goodman.
Roy, is that the Cataway your new shoes?
Yes. No, I don't mind the choo-choo. Listen, I don't mind the chant the nigga choo-choo, but I don't fucking like I turn to the right, a little white light. I'm happy in my blue heaven. Fuck off and die when you blue heaven.
You ever see? I love that scene from
one of my
from
very
the
favorite
Eraserhead.
songs was done by Benny Goodman, Tommy Dorsey. Excuse me. It was called fuck. It was called Swing, Swing, Swing. And this was not Benny Goodman and his orchestra or Tommy Dorsey and his orchestra. This was like the old style equivalent to a modern day supergroup. Oh, I can't think of his name. I can't believe this. Hugely.
That's because you're fucking drunk. Now listen.
No, I'm
gonna
not drunk yet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna dispel a rumor and cut your boring fucking story short with something powerful.
Shut the fuck up, asshole. Trevor,
no, I'm
look
not,
up.
I'm not gonna
look
shut
up.
I don't want to hear one of your fucking stupid stories because it goes
Trevor,
nowhere.
look up.
Then you forget
Swing,
it in the
swing, swing.
What about it? Swing, swing. You mean swing, swing, swing?
I got a call.
This is by Benny Goodman and all of the super greats at the time. And
okay, well, where's the fucking story?
It was.
Where's the fucking story? And then what? Did you clean your teeth and you ate your breakfast? Where's the fucking story?
I'll clean my teeth on your fucking bones.
All right, man. I think I like that. Hey, I'm going to cleanse you of a rumor. Frank Sinatra, in the Godfather movie, the guy who played, allegedly, Frank Sinatra, went to the Godfather and said, this guy Waltz, he wouldn't give me the part. And the story was, Frank Sinatra was in a contract with Jamie Dorsey, and he wouldn't let him out of it. And he said, and that's why Frank Coppola tried to make Frank Sinatra into that guy, and that guy into the Godfather, taking care of Jimmy Dorsey, the band leader, right? Well, it turns out that the fucking guy who got Sinatra out of the contract was not the Godfather. It was the union boss of all the hotels, and this is how he did it. He called them up and said, how you doing? This is Lenny Skolnick. Remember me? I'm the president of all the fucking hotels in New York City. My union.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Who the fuck is that?
Somebody
Some
called.
asshole.
847 number called in.
Go on, Al.
The union
I answered a call to some guy named Alan, and he was on Skype. Is that
right,
you, Al?
Thanks, Zombie.
Yeah,
thanks.
that was him.
I'll finish the fucking story now. So the union leader said, do you like playing in all of these hotel ballrooms? And Dorsey said, I sure do. And he said, not any fucking more you don't. And Frank Sinatra was out of his contract in 10 hours. The next morning, he was out of it. It was not the Godfather. It was the fucking union leader who ran New York with an iron hand.
Yes.
That's what happened. And I knew him. How about that?
Well, hello, Al. Union,
Yes.
mafia. Hello, same thing back then.
No shit. Well, it wasn't the Godfather. Godfather was not a union man. Listen, the Godfather was a Sicilian. Remember that. He was not a Neapolitan. And most of the Neapolitans in New York, you know the difference? You can never be a mafioso unless you're a Sicilian. Unless they get all your fucking family, all the Neapolitans, the fellows from northern Italy, they're wannabes. They got an Italian name and they think they're the mob. No, they wannabe mobsters. The real mob is Sicilian. Sicilian. Only.
Can everybody tell Zombie to quit fucking with the phones?
Zombie, quit fucking with the phone.
How about stop wanking into it and let us see what you're doing, you pervert?
Eric, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Sapporo.
All right.
I'm having Evan Williams Kentucky bourbon.
No, anchor. How much is Scott? Hey, my bodyguard's putting me on Skype in a minute, so you better look the fuck out.
Oh, and
Irving,
I'm drinking water as well.
We're gonna get you on video.
Listen, so remember this, young man. If you can miss it, don't. And one other thing. Don't give up till it's over. Don't quit if you can. The weight upon your fucking shoulders will make you a stronger man.
This Wednesday past, I was mentioning about Trevor and Kimberly and all these people on ham radio. I did really great on ham radio last week.
Hey,
Say
cool,
that with
Frankie.
Frankie, say that with a Polish accent.
Ham radio.
Ham radio.
Oh, yeah.
Frankie, hey, Trevor, we've got to get Irving to write Frankie some fucking lines so that we can all understand them. And he can use his Frankie speak. So have Irving write some funny shit for this guy because he could do it. Irving, jump on it. Write Frankie some fucking stuff we can all understand.
You know, I got to figure out a way to piss people off to listen to the show.
Frankie is actually better unabated.
I like the idea that Frankie goes to bars and gets big-titted chicks on the line.
Frankie, you in a bar? Frankie, are you in a bar now?
He has to go to the bars and things like this. They got the picture taken with me on Friday night.
Frankie, where are you right now, Frankie?
On Charlotte Street in Sydney, Nova Scotia right now. I just took a picture of me and my fans.
In Nova Scotia, why don't you get us some people? You're the man. You have any girls around there? Get them on.
Because there's only fucking 11 people there.
Frankie, where are your fans?
And half of them are asleep.
Thank you, Christopher.
Frankie, go get some chick with big tits or a gay bartender. We gotta fucking insult somebody. Come on.
Nova Scotia.
I love big breasted women.
Get another intro made, and I gotta get going.
Fuck you. Leave the show on. We love it.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
No, that's Frankie.
Damn it.
Email. You have my email now.
Yes.
Well, you always have, actually. I found it was like in my Rolodex.
Okay.
Send me an email.
It's cutting me off.
What you basically want to say. I can run the bumper just like I did for MW Binding.
Okay, I got it.
I can do it in whatever voice, dialect, whatever you want to call it.
Zombie's fucking with the phone.
I want to do this. I want to do this and see if you do it better than me, then do it. This is what I want to do. Pirate Radio, the only nuclear-powered radio station on God's green earth, headquartered in the Tits silo of San Onofre nuclear power plant. Everybody's got glowing, fucking teeth and hair, and our tits are falling up, and we're not even human.
Black teeth and no hair.
Tune in.
Glowing testicles.
My intro to my pirate radio.
Shut up for a goddamn motherfucking second. Jesus Christ.
Well, did you record it?
It's recorded. But we have to get...
What the fuck?
Who is Alan at 847-715-6684?
Fuck is that?
That's you,
I don't
bro.
know that.
Have a new Skype number.
Huh?
Okay. Call me then.
Okay, who's that? Who's Alan? And why am I hearing an echo?
All right, let me see if I can get on
Because you've got two Allens online.
Well, one's gay, one's not. Hey,
Hang
Joe,
up,
where can I see you going?
Al, hang up from the phone and go back on Skype.
Well, we can see you, but I can't. No. We're putting money right now in the fucking Jew account.
The guy
fucking Skype that's charging me a Jew vig to get on to pay to play. Fuck this. Fuck Skype. But I'm coming on anyway. Don't worry about it.
Alex.
I'll use somebody else's credit card.
Let's play this since I want to promote Alex Andrus and his music. He did one for Irving. He did one for Al. Let's do Al right now, and then we'll keep going. Let's see here.
I gotta go. Ahead, this is just too much.
Perfect.
Fucking zombie. Hang out, man.
No, I looked at one guy, and he's got his headphones on top of the microphone.
Come on. Go.
Hang on, we got another call. This is a good call. I
It's
think
gotta
this
be a
is
good one.
hey, Al.
Yes.
Al.
Hey,
I'm
Trevor.
Al, okay, everybody be quiet. Joey Gaynor's in
Yeah.
the house.
Hey, I'd like to introduce the guy in California.
Shut up, Frankie.
Frankie, shut the fuck up, Frankie.
Shut up, Frankie.
Fuck off.
Al, Joey Gaynor is the comedian in the house. Let Joey Gaynor.
You guys don't have the heat up in California. We have the fucking snowstorm coming up.
Good girl. Florida.
All right. I didn't understand a word.
That's going to bring a lot of fires in Southern California.
Yeah.
Wait, can everybody be quiet for a second? This show's messed up. Joey
Gaynor.
Joey
I have no idea what anybody said. Everybody was yelling.
Exactly.
Who's that?
That's it. Can everybody be quiet on the show right now? For me. Frankie, shut up. So, Joey, we've got a guy.
How are you, Trevor?
So we got Eric. He's an accountant. We got Irving, the drunk Indian boy. We've got.
I ain't drunk yet.
Okay. Joey, introduce yourself to the crew. Who are you? Because now you got new people.
Well, my name is Joey Gaynor. Trevor knows who I am. And if you don't know who I am, that's because you watch Fox fucking News all day and don't do anything else. Look, the point is, I would have called in earlier, but I was busy watching the Giants game. I know they had a bye today, so I was watching a game from 2007 because that's when they had a good team. But anyway, who are your guests today? I understand you have the bodyguard from Larry Flint. Is he still there, or?
He's here. Go ahead.
Yes, I met Larry Flint once at the Comedy Store. He was in a wheelchair. I don't know if you were there when he came there, but I had the pleasure to shake his hand and tell him, thanks to your magazine, I never went gay. And he laughed his ass off on that one. And very nice guy. I really thought he was a very, very cool guy.
If you knew him, then you knew he wasn't any of that shit that people said. Now, don't get me wrong, he was the best pimp I ever met, but he was also, he did more for charity than anyone I fucking know.
I can't hear you too good. Can you talk more into the phone? No offense.
Through your mic.
Larry Flint did more for charity than any single man I know.
Right,
and he didn't want anybody
to
to
snow
know.
and raining, and the Californians get to Santa Ana winds in California.
Okay, I don't know who that guy is, but if I were you when somebody else is talking, I'd shut the fuck up and let them listen. All right? I want to hear what I want to hear what the guest has to say, not what you have to say, because you ain't got nothing to say. So please let that gentleman speak. I know that's a little blunt, but that's how I handle it. Go ahead.
That's the way we roll here, son. Shut the fuck up, Frankie. I'm talking to somebody important. There's somebody who can listen. So,
that's correct.
Larry Flint did more for charity than any person I know. I was not his bodyguard. I was his right-hand man. He acquiesced to me. He acquiesced to me over every single thing. I was the one who always made sure that he sat right up close and didn't pay at the comedy club on Sunset Boulevard. And we used to watch decent comedians. And it was like he was nice to every fucking working person that ever was. But he did not like...
I'm sorry,
did
go
not
ahead.
like accountants. He hated fucking lawyers. He used them like whores. He called them whores. He hated fucking politicians, and he hated fucking DAs who did phony prosecutions like the one that took John DeLorean down. A bunch of bullshit. So what he did was he interjected himself into every case and blew it up and fucked it up and got most of the people off. Because he was in that way. One time we were coming out of the criminal courts building, and right in front of it is the L.A. County Jail. And so I'm out there with a bunch of hookers in a raincoat saying, Larry, look up there. And all the prisoners were looking up there. And I opened my pants. I had no pants on and a fucking white raincoat. And I was being a wanker and a flasher. And the whole fucking L.A. County Jail was. And Larry yelled up, I'm going to pardon every one of you. And the fucking old...
That's so funny.
It was still screaming after we left all the prisoners. The guards were fucking shitting the bricks. We almost had a riot.
I think when he came to the Comedy Store that night, I think he came to see Sam Kinison. And I think, I'm not sure, because I know...
none of these
no, it
guys
wasn't good.
When I took him, there were none of the famous guys. There were lesser guys just trying to get up. But they invited Larry all the time, free, just so you bring people.
Yeah, Paulie would... Me and Paulie Shore and all of us would... I always thought Larry Flint was a great character as a person. Unlike what's his name from boy, how quickly we forget from Playboy. Well, Guccione. Yeah. Guccione was just a loudmouth guy,
and his fucking son who took over the magazine.
His cousin used to come to the club in Newport Beach, the comedy club, and he would say, "Hey, everybody calls me Ronnie Baby or whatever."
Yeah.
And
so am I picking up a New York? Am I picking up a New York accent here?
Yeah, you're picking up back East Jersey, absolutely. I haven't lived there for 48 years, but I haven't lived back there for 40 years, but I never gave up I still have the Jersey twang, as we say.
You didn't lose the brogue. That's good, lad. So tell me what line of work you're in.
No, I've been a stand-up comedian and an actor.
Things are great so far.
Frankie, I'll fucking come and kill you. Stop it.
I'd listen to him, Frankie, if I were you.
Frankie, we're gonna get you, Frankie.
Things are great so far.
No, I've been a stand-up comedian, an actor, and a writer for about 45 years. And as a matter of fact, I'll be doing a movie in February. I'm going to be doing a movie in L.A. They're going to fly me in and everything. And
from where to where?
From where I live in Arizona to L.A. And
so this movie company's got a real budget then.
Yeah, well, the director and I really like working with each other. He worked with me 20 years ago. We did a movie called The Rat Thing, and he called me up out of the blue. I haven't spoken to Kevin in about, I can't tell you the last time. And he called me up, and I'm getting the band back together, and I really want you to do this. And he loved working with me before.
So let's promote the
really
shit
cool.
out of the movie right now. Let's promote it and keep promoting it.
It's going to be, the working title is Careeners, people who careen through their life. And I don't know everything about it. I read the script. The script is wild. It's a dark comedy, and it's one of the wildest scripts I've read in a long time.
Sounds like a
I'm going to get. It's going to be fun. I get to play a heavy in it. I get to play a low-level mob boss, moneylender guy, and I'm real excited about it.
Joey,
look, I want to. Wait a minute, Joey. I want to help promote this. I like the sound of your voice. I know you're a good actor. So I want to promote this. So you give me any information, and I'll put it all across the fucking world. Tell the producer.
Believe me,
I'll promote
I'm
it.
a good actor too.
Please, if I will stab you, Irving, you fucking
well,
prick.
act like a good guest.
Hey, Tony.
I don't really. I'm not mad or anything. I'm not mad at anybody or anything. I like. Trevor knows when I come on here, I screw around with everybody. But
Joey, this is your life.
By the way, anybody who's listening in Yuma, Arizona, I will be there with the great Bruce Baum, January the 16th. We will be in Yuma. I'm not sure of the venue. I think it's a private gig, believe it or not.
Wait a minute. Yuma. Are you talking about Yuma Territorial State Prison?
No, I've done that gig already. I did that gig. It was very good. I just didn't like the... I wasn't in prison. I entertained, I think. It was either there or... No, it was the military base. I'm sorry.
Would you do me a favor? Would you put all the information that you would like promoted, and I will promote it, just as a gesture to you. I like.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. I will. I'll get all your info from Trevor, and
do that.
And I'll make sure when I know what's happening with all of that, I'll get it to you. That's fine with me.
You could play a good mob boss and a bunch of other stuff like that. I think you got all the
I've played mob bosses. I've played cowboys. I've played.
There you go.
I played all kinds of stuff. I've been very lucky.
You know
I've been very lucky. Very lucky.
I've done a shitload of Old West.
Old Westerns?
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. I was a living historian as Wild Bill Hickok until I got too old to look 39 years old.
Well, I don't live too far from. I don't live too far from Tombstone, and they reenact the OK Corral there a lot.
Yeah, and they do it all the wrong way if you actually look at the history of it. I'm sure.
Yeah, the whole shootout took about 4 seconds. But
hey, Al,
I know that.
Steve, hold on. Al, you got to get your computer guy. You have to get off and call in, or because you're
okay. I'm on right. I'll call you right back.
All right.
Okay, Al. Cool.
All right. Anyways, he's
my God, he shut up for a minute.
Thank you. Well, so Joey, about your movie. Do you ever feel like are you creating through life, pretty much like me? I guess everybody does, huh?
I think that, in a way, yeah. That's why I when I saw the title, I was like, whoa, and I think that there were points. I think in everybody. Well, I don't know about everybody, but I think there's points where you wonder what's going on here, and.
Joey, were you ever ripped off by your accountant? We got Eric on the phone.
No. My accountant is a guy that I went to high school with, and he's been doing my taxes since 1979 or 78. He's kept me out of jail for many years, and he's pretty big. He does a lot of writers and big directors stuff, and he's pretty big in it. I'd mention his name in that, but he doesn't like me to do that because he doesn't want people to call him, and he doesn't want, because he doesn't do private citizens. He does. I'm the only private citizen he does.
I don't do that either.
Hey, Joey, I got a question for you. Do you know Peter Shareko?
No. That Peter Galenko, he now lives in Denver, Colorado.
Frankie, stop.
I don't know who that is. I'm not offhand.
I got Peter Galenko. He invests in Bitcoin.
No.
Hey, wait! Shut up, Irving. Peter Galenko. He shows his junk on TV to make money on YouTube, and then he invests in Bitcoin.
Trevor,
I have no idea who that is. I don't see. I will tell you now. I don't care what a man's. I won't care what a man's skin color is, what his religion is, what his job is. Mainly because I'm not into men. But the point. No, I don't know who that is. And if he's pulling his junk out, I definitely don't know who he is.
It is not who Trevor just said. Peter Shareko played Texas Jack Vermillion in the movie Tombstone with Val.
Oh, I know who. Okay, sure, I know who the actor is. Sure.
Right.
I love that character. It's a make-believe character, but those two guys were great as the two characters.
Texas Jack Vermillion is a real character. There's not much history on him, so the history is expounded. Okay. I have been and will be again a professional researcher for both film and TV.
Mm-hmm.
I have been an actor. I can't do that now because I can't do location shoots. I'm my mother's caregiver at this point.
Right.
But I can do consultations and I can do research. You don't have to be on location for that. Well, mostly.
No. Well, mostly you don't. Right.
Yeah.
Mostly. I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
But
and it's and I think it's having taken care of my mom when she was very ill the last few years of her life. I commend you on doing what you're doing. Too many people want to stick them in a joint, you know.
Frankie, hang up. Frankie, hang up.
My mom's 88 now.
God bless her.
I'm 61.
Right.
My mom will be 89 in March. How old was your mom when she passed?
80. She was 80.
Oh.
When she passed, yeah. It's 28 years ago. But as the great Charlie Hill, my friend, the comedian Charlie Hill, said, you never get over it, you only get used to it. So, and it's true. But it's commendable because I don't think she'd want anybody else there by her side. So that's a good thing.
Well, I'm her only kid too.
Yeah, Joey. Joey. I got this Fruit Loop on here. His name's Mr. Peabody. Like Peabody and what was his name? Remember the cartoon?
Malcolm Peabody, the guy on Compound Media.
Hello there, everybody. I'm sorry I didn't call in earlier. I'm actually at the ER right now.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
Why are you at the ER?
Well, I'd like to say it was because of Frankie, but this time it isn't. I was doing some cooking, actually, in my kitchen, and I bought one of these things called a mandolin and was slicing carrots and sliced this fucker up my thumb. I basically have no skin on my right thumb now.
Ooh, yeah, that could be painful.
So, hey, you know what? Save that shit. It's called bacon.
Frankie, can I send this up to you to cook?
Yeah. That means, and I was doing great on the Hot Water Show with Gino Bisconte last week.
Oh, yes, you were. You were doing a great job.
Okay, hold on a second. Okay, now hold on. Okay, who owns Hot Water? Who owns that station?
That's Anthony Cumia's
exactly.
network.
Okay. Anthony Cumia. He's pretty famous. Like he's part of Stern and all that. But you know what? Did you hear he had a triple bypass surgery? Whatever. Bypass.
He just came out of quadruple bypass surgery.
Yeah, that's it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Well, I wish him all my best.
He came back on Wednesday with Gavin McInnes to do his first show. He looks like he's doing pretty good.
Okay, yeah, but
good.
He's still promoting drinking and eating a lot of grease and stuff.
Yeah, maybe the cocksucker ought to give up cheeseburgers for a couple of months.
Well, the thing that's interesting about it
if he's a cocksucker, he's getting plenty of protein, so I don't see why he shouldn't give up the cheeseburger.
Well, yeah, but too much protein, you know.
No, listen, it's man, when you get older, you got to watch your health. That's what you got to do. You can't do what you did when we were a lot younger, and I certainly.
Joey, how old are you now, if you don't mind my asking?
I turned 68 in October.
Oh, okay. So you're only a bit older than me.
Slightly.
I'm 61. I'm 61. I'm gonna be 62 this month.
Well, remember, you're not a baby boomer. You're a child of rock and roll. Just remember that. I am not a baby boomer.
Yeah,
I'm a child of rock and roll. There's a difference.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have
that's
finished
not
recording, you may
mine.
hang up.
That's Al Graham. He's messing with the phones again.
I don't know what the fuck's going.
That's a ghost of Larry Flint.
Al's still trying to figure out Skype, apparently.
I tell you, I feel the age already. I just turned 41, and I have to limit myself to only one sheep a week now.
Oh, you're 41. Oh, just a mere babe.
You know what Frankie did for my birthday?
No.
I shall send you a bottle and a blankie.
For my birthday,
Well,
Frankie murdered Rosalind Carter for me.
It's not true. Somebody did a Photoshop, did his video edited. It's not true.
Frankie, it was there in living color. And I mean, you really outdid yourself for my birthday. I mean, I would have just wanted a balloon, but I mean, full-on murder of a former president's wife. I mean, wow.
Yeah, but guess what? I banged Amy.
It's not true. Somebody Photoshopped it. That software costs $500 Canadian.
Frankie off to the Queen as well.
Do you know who was the
He
most
killed Bob Saget.
the most boring was Amy Carter? You ever seen her on Letterman? There was a horrible segment. She called Rosalind Amy Carter.
Amy Carter, the daughter.
Daughter. Yeah. She tried to be funny, but she was horrible. Anyway,
Why was
there is no Carter that is funny because funny requires cleverness,
When
and
they're
there is no Carter that is clever.
Yeah, Billy was. Billy Carter.
Why? Because
Well,
he made
Jimmy
beer?
Carter got a bad rap because people were pissed that he got elected. He was a military guy. He served in the Navy admirably. He's done more for people in this country than Reagan ever did, and I don't give a shit who tells me anything differently. It was a shame that he did not get reelected. Personally, I think that Gerald Ford should have served another term because the country was in intermission from the Vietnam War, and we were mellowing out, and then all of a sudden we get a guy going, are you better off now than you were then? And all of a sudden during the Reagan administration, cocaine became a big deal, and a lot of shit, ketchup and mustard were vegetables, and we had a stock market crash, and a lot of other bad shit. The only thing he did that was any good was he did a few good things. I won't say that he didn't. He did some civil rights things that weren't bad considerably, but overall, when he left the White House, he left George Bush with a pile of shit. And George Bush Sr., I thought was a good president. I didn't think he was a bad president. I liked him. Ronald Reagan was 10% good, 90% a shithead. He was a racist and a fucking asshole. So he had a lot of racist things to say. He used a lot of code words, like the fucking former president. And when Jimmy Carter got in, right away people turned against him. The military turned against him. Everybody turned against him. And the whole hostage crisis could have been averted if the intelligence had been given to him and they didn't divert it away from him to make him look like an asshole, which is a shame. Well, come on, intelligence knew that the Iranians were going to plot some shit to take over the fucking thing. They always know. Israel knew what was going to happen on October 7th. Makes me wonder if Netanyahu wanted it to fucking happen and paid no attention to the intelligence. When somebody doesn't pay attention to the intelligence they get about an impending problem like that, even like 9/11, tells me you're a dumb son of a bitch, or you want it to happen. I would prefer to think that George Bush, our second George Bush president, was just dumb. That's all I prefer to think. Hello?
Well, there were no Iranian hostages during either of the Bush administrations.
No, I didn't say there was.
Yeah,
the Iranian hostage crisis could have been averted because I'm sure this country had plenty of intelligence on it. Okay? And the other thing we could have done is bomb fucking Iran during that hostage crisis. Drop one fucking bomb, they would have let them go. Didn't it work with the Mayaguez when they took the Mayaguez and Cambodia said, we're not letting it go, fuck you? And Gerald Ford said, you got 3 days. You don't let the ship go, we're going to bomb the shit out of you. They wouldn't let the ship go. At hour 72, he bombed the shit out of them, and they let the ship go. So, the military here wouldn't let Carter do what, and he wanted to be respectful of life, and I get it. But the military was stumbling all over and bullshitting, and the helicopter crash in the desert. When the fuck did we send helicopters with no gas?
Well,
See, the guy got sabotaged.
Carter.
The guy got sabotaged. In my opinion, this is my opinion. I'm not down the rabbit hole with conspiracy theories. I just think that just like the assholes who are still talking about a sexual assault convicted asshole like Trump, if you're still voting for that guy and want that guy, then you got a problem. You've got mental problems, ego problems, and you're a sore fucking loser. So there you go. What? What's that?
That is.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I mean, you know, I'm being serious here. You want to talk about all of that shit? Matt Gaetz should be in fucking jail for what he's done.
You want to bring Trump into the picture as far as molestation. You got to bring Biden into the picture and his fucking asshole.
Biden's never molested a fucking child or a woman in his life. Nobody has ever brought evidence of that, and nobody has sued him over that. So I don't know where that comes from. If I put my hand on the shoulder of an 11-year-old and say, "Good job," I'm not molesting that kid. Okay? And that's bullshit. This is all kinds of shit that's brought up. But Marjorie Taylor Greene can sit and say we have Jewish lasers starting forest fires, and they don't kick her fucking asshole ass out of the fucking. They got rid of one fucking jerk in the Congress. Let's get rid of her. Mike Johnson, who's full of shit. Lauren Boebert, he's a fucking whore. Get him out. Get them all out. And then appoint me head of this country, and I'll show you how to get pussy on a Saturday night. There you go.
You fucking depressing. Let's have a laugh. Come on.
I just did a punchline, you dumb fuck. If you were listening, you'd be laughing. So, anyway, I'm fucking around here. I'm really not serious about any of this shit. I really, as long as, listen, George Santos is signing. I saw the thing on Facebook. I believe it. He's signing with the Denver Nuggets because they need a power transvestite. I'm sorry, I mean a power bottom. But either way, I've actually got. You know what? I'm actually doing another podcast in about 10 minutes. A crazy wrestling podcast. But Trevor, I love you. You're a great guy.
Let us get a word in that before you go. This is Alan Graham. Now listen up, son.
Alan, get closer to your mic.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Alan, disturbing. Get closer to your mic. We can't hear you.
What, are this going to be some QAnon shit? Because I'm not going to listen to it.
Irving, please shut the fuck up with your yam, 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 yam. Please. I'm trying to talk to Tony.
I'm not doing that.
Who is that?
It's not me.
I got rid of him.
Is that you?
It's Brett the fireman. I got rid of him. He's gone.
Listen, Tony, this is Al Graham talking to you, son. I talk real shit like you do, but I want to tell you what radio show you're on. You're on Pirate Radio. There are no holds barred, but it's all fucking funny. It is not deeply fucking bitter politics because that doesn't sell. We turn people away. So I love your passion, but can I ask you a question? Do you
go ahead.
Do you like big tits?
Yes, as long as they're not on a man.
See?
I'm very serious. I don't like if a man has bigger tits than me. That bothers me. So.
Quite so.
Is Pirate Radio still going in LA? Seriously.
Are you laughing at your own jokes?
I laugh at my own jokes because I know they're brilliant. And that's the difference between me and 90% of the people out there who are wannabes.
I'm going to say one thing about this show. Fuck you. That's all I got to say.
Thank you. Hey, listen, Trevor, you fuck me, you'd have nicer clothes.
I like this guy. Tony, I'm from the streets of Liverpool, kid. I'm 80 years old. I'm an old
God bless you.
fighter. I'm an old street fighter, and I've seen them all.
You know what? Let's see if we can get a couple of other 80-year-old street fighters. You guys could get into the octogenarian gun, and that would be pretty good.
How about we do?
That would be Mick Jagger.
How we do?
You could fight Mick Jagger. He's a street fighting man.
How about we do an old fuck fight? Irving! How about we do an old fucks fight club on radio?
Oh, God. That's too scary.
Wait a minute. How about husband and wife fights? Would that be
Now, that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Oh, come on, let's do it. I'll beat Irving to a fucking pulp, and I'll fuck zombie while he's smoking a joint, and he likes it.
Oh, you're out of your mind, dude. You're funny. You're funny. I'm sorry. That's funny. That's funny.
Radio, baby. Pirate radio is wild as
Where do you get pirate radio? Can I get it on the internet or what?
He's floating the Caribbean somewhere. Hey, Al, question.
Yeah.
Could you kick Sylvester Stallone's ass?
What do you say?
Could you kick Sylvester Stallone's ass? He was his bodyguard, right?
Listen to me. Sylvester Stallone couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper fucking bag on his finest day. He was, first of all, he's got one arm, one lip, and one leg a little bit shorter than the other. You'll never see him photographed on that side because he got his stupid lip. On the other hand, he can beat a kid up like he did his own kid, that fucking coward. He could terrorize a woman like he did. He could terrorize anybody. But without Chuck Zito and the Hells Angels, one time I think they gave the bodyguard him and went, fuck you. Roberto Duran sparred with him in a gym once and slapped his hand away because he was such a fucking sissy. And in real life, the only muscles Sylvester Stallone ever had on was from fucking steroids. That's the truth.
Well, I want to ask you a question. Because I was friends with Sage Stallone.
Wait, hold on. Hey, wait, hold on. Al. Joey says he was friends with Sage Stallone. Go ahead. Let him talk. Let Joey talk.
I was Sage Stallone's personal bodyguard. So I want to tell you a quick story about Sage Stallone.
Al, can Joey tell it first, please?
Well, I just want to ask you, because when we did a wrestling show we used to do in L.A., Incredibly Strange Rock and Roll Wrestling, Sage used to come to that, and he was such a cool guy. He used to invite me and another friend of mine. We'd go to Planet Hollywood, and he'd have private screenings of all the old kung fu exploitation movies and everything, and he'd hand us a menu, tell us to have whatever we wanted. I mean, he was really, really, really one of the nicest, coolest guys I've ever known. Rest in peace, Sage. I mean, I really liked Sage. He was a good guy.
After that,
I can't hear you.
Al, there.
He started a company called House.
He's dropping in and out. Can we correct that?
Yeah.
It's on Al's end. Al.
Turn the volume up on the computer on the right.
Yeah, because I want to hear what he's got to say. It's just.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Myself as well.
Okay, so listen. On Facebook, I want you to punch in Alan Graham / Sage Stallone. A few days before he died, he wrote me a letter. And it was all about how I taught him to sing the Doors and how he hated living in a big mansion and how his father was an asshole. I built him.
Oh, my God.
I built a kid a fucking in the back next to Vince Scully's house on the wall, on the fence.
What's your last name? I'm sorry, what's your last name again?
Alan Graham.
Graham, okay.
Look up Alan Graham and Sage Stallone. Anyway, he wrote me on Facebook. I'm going to post it for everybody to see. This little kid and I was like, I took him to fire stations and junkyards. He loved old fucking antique hubcaps. And we brought hundreds to the house. And Stallone was all like clean and shiny. And he didn't want, so we built a fucking hut. And we put all the fucking hubcaps.
I have it on now. There's a video of a grave site there. I don't know why.
Alan Graham and Sage Stallone. Just look that up in Google and see what comes
I
up.
did.
Oh,
I did. Hang on a second.
wait.
Is he
I
a
have.
homosexual?
Let me give you the link. It's called, are you ready? Somebody type
Yeah.
this in. It's Coronado Clarion. Clarion. And then put in Alan Graham and then put in Sage Stallone because the story is on that magazine, on my magazine.
Okay, it's the what, Clarion?
Coronado.
Oh, Coronado. Okay, I know that. Coronado
Okay.
Clarion.
Then Alan Graham, and then Sage
Alan
Stallone.
Graham.
And Sage Stallone. And see what you come up with.
You don't type fast, do you?
No, I don't type fast. I got old hands. Hang on a second.
Irving, at least he can
Truth
type.
First, summer 2012 issue, or?
This is one of my favorites, Trevor. Trevor who? Trevor Garner. The podcast always out of California. They got Santa Ana wins in California right now.
Frankie, I will cut your fucking hair lip off. Shut up.
I just cut him off.
Okay. Hey, listen, Tony. Coronado Clarion is my magazine. If you go to it, there's a bunch of issues for the last 12 years. One of them's got a lot to do with me, Jim Morrison, but there's a story in there about Sage Stallone. I'm going to mail it to you. If you send me an email and get all the information from Trevor, I'll give it to you because I want you to know what Stallone. I want you to know what the real Stallone was like. He was a fucking coward. He broke his dog's leg because it wouldn't go in a cage once. He was a mean motherfucker. His parents were so twisted that when he went, they wanted to go to a movie, they tied him up with no fucking pants on and a shitty, itchy woolen sweater in 90 degrees and locked him in a fucking closet for 3 hours. Otherwise, he would have burned down the fucking apartment. That's the story. That's the story. He wanted to play Jim Morrison. And he said to me, I can play you Jim Morrison. Listen to this. Oh, baby, oh my fucking God. Like Quasimodo trying to do Jim Morrison. He was so bad.
But Al, a question is like, are you afraid of Sylvester Stallone suing you, like for all these things you're saying about?
Bring it, bitch! Bring it! I've got evidence. Bring it!
Oh, good man. You know why I ask you? You know why I ask you this? I was managed by Scotty Brothers years ago. Scotty Brothers Records. I became kind of friendly with a little bit with Frank Stallone. I haven't seen him in years. I doubt he'd remember me because I see him over there at the recording studio. And
hey, Frank's a cool dude, man.
Brother kept him down.
And I only met Sly once, and I was working on a show at the amphitheater with Sam Kinison. I was backstage, and Stallone came backstage, and Sam is making Stallone wait. Now, I don't know anything about the family stuff, but what I'm saying is when you have a major star waiting to, if you're trying to make an entrance, you're a dumb fuck because you're not of the caliber of star that Stallone was. Anyway, he was standing there, and all of the outlaws or whatever they want to call them. I wasn't in the outlaws. I was just, I wasn't a hanger-on either, but I was there because I always was friends with Sam a long time. Anyway, so Sly's standing there, and these guys all stand around him in a circle. And just like all the shitty big hair bands that hang out at the Rainbow, they're looking at him and looking at each other and looking at him and looking at each other. And I just broke through the line and I said, "Hey, Sly." Ted says hi. Ted, over there from Scott. Hey, Ted. Hey, all right. Oh, I said, "You want a sandwich? You want something to drink? What do you want?" I mean, you got to show some hospitality. The guy was standing there, and I didn't know Sage at the time. I got to know Sage a little later on in the mid to late 90s when he would come to our wrestling shows. And he was friends with my friend Johnny Legend, who we used to do the shows together with. And Sage was just one of the coolest people I ever met, really. And I was really, it really hurt when he passed away. And it was just sad. I mean, I didn't know the guy or anything, but you know what I mean when I say it really hurt. Because he was young. He was 36, 37 years old. He was a young fella.
He was a better actor than his father. That's the fucking truth. His father couldn't act shit. He made one good movie, Rocky 1. After that, it was like, dude, every movie was the same. He's going to make Rocky 31 by the fucking time he dies. It's the same old shit. And everyone kisses his ass except Chuck Zito of the New York Hells Angels. He asked Chuck to come down and do some bodyguarding for him. And he tried to get Chuck to walk down the street with him like his bodyguard. And Chuck walked on the other fucking side of the road. He got the money, but he wouldn't play no kiss ass to a sissy like Stallone. That's Chuck Zito, a real Hells Angel.
I only met Chuck Zito once, and I said, "Hey, Mr. Zito, saw you on TV, heard you on Howard Stern. Good to meet you." That was at the Rainbow Bar and Grill. He was a nice guy. Hey, thank you. You know, no rough stuff. He wasn't an asshole. That's the only encounter I had with him. You know, you have a book out, I see. It's Jim Morrison's Brother-in-Law Speaks Out. Oh, wait.
3 books.
That's you, right?
That's me.
Alan Graham. Yeah, I see the book. You have several books, it looks like.
Who is that, Irving again?
No.
He's drunk again.
Oh.
It's who?
Keith Richards.
It's Keith Richards.
No one.
Keith Richards is in the house.
But anyway, you know, I mean, I've met a lot of people in Hollywood. In my time there, I spent a lot of fucking time in Hollywood. I was there. Trevor will tell you, I lived in Whittier. I was in Hollywood just about every night because I worked at the Comedy Store. I'd be hanging out. I had musician friends. I had actor friends. But quite honestly, I never, unless somebody was a complete asshole, it didn't bother me. And even then it didn't bother me because people are going to be what they are. I mean, you can't stop somebody from being a complete jerk if that's what they want to be. I mean,
of course you can. All you have to do is hang up on them.
Well, that's one thing, yeah. But I'm talking about, you know, when you're out there and I always put on I always put the best foot forward because I have no argument with people. I don't have a reason. If you're trying to screw me over or whatever, well then, you know, good for you and you'll get yours.
Yeah,
and
I got a question for Al. Now, I was talking about like Tom Likas sued me in court, right?
Yeah. Tom Likas.
And then they sued me in court, right? I went 3 years around with that, and I finally ended up, he settled with me, paid me instead of I paid him. But so the thing is, were you worried about saying these things about celebrities, or should we just go on here and say things like about celebrities and let them sue us? I mean, what do you think?
If I say it, I ain't lying. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. But I want to tell you this about suing. Bring it, bitches. There's no better fucking publicity. I'd love to drag your ass in court. I'll do a fucking Mexican hat dance on you in and out of court. It'll be worth watching. And I don't give a fuck who sues me because they can have the whole $4 right now. I'm a fucking charity. Sue me, you get bupkis. You get nothing.
Honestly, all you really need to do is say, "It is my opinion that," and then continue on from there.
Yeah, I learned one thing. Unless I witnessed it firsthand, I never passed on any bad information about somebody unless it was a bad thing and I witnessed it. And I would assume, and I hate the word assume, I won't use that. I would think that that's what Alan is doing. By the way, my name's Joey Alan, Joey, not Tony. Although Tony's not a bad name, but
wait a minute. Before we go forward, I want Eric to chime in. Eric, did you ever have people suing and you had to like take care of their finances?
No, I've never done anything like that, though. No, it's been close, but nothing like that. The financial crisis of 2008. Somebody got a boatload of money and just sat on it for a while. And
who was the lawyer?
I'm not a financial advisor. It's not my fault.
Yeah,
well, that wasn't a boring question and a boring fucking answer. I'd sooner have a fucking root canal through the eyeball. Say something.
You're talking to an accountant. Of course, I'm going to be boring.
I'd rather do your fucking root canal through your fucking colon, you bastard.
Al, who made you judge and jury?
Oh fuck, Irving. He called me up and said, "I really run the show. Fuck Trevor. Say what you want. Fuck him." And then he said, "I'm gonna have Zombie put up a picture of his fucking colon too." That's Irving behind the scenes. He's a backstabbing bitch.
That's funny.
I like what you
listen.
Keep it real.
Al, I gotta jump because I gotta do another podcast in about 20 minutes, and I gotta pull some info and bullshit. If you could get my info from Trevor, and you can email me. I'll email back. I answer my emails. You can get it from Trevor. You get my phone number or whatever, and or you can go to my Facebook. Joey Gaynor, I'm on Facebook. You'll see the one that I'm on because that's me and Diane Cannon crowning Richard Pryor King of Comedy. That's the picture that's on there. And
I'm going to give you a nickname. Are you ready?
Sure.
I'm going to call you Joey Shoe because I heard you like to put your foot in people's asses. Joey Shoe. All right, Joey Shoe.
That's all right, Alan. You're all right. You're cracking me up. That's very good. Listen, I'm gonna wish everybody a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. God bless, Game the Debt, the whole 9 yards. I'm the most Jewish Catholic you'll ever meet because I'm not afraid to send food back. So,
wait a minute, Joey.
Al, shut up, Al. I want to do my tribute.
Oh, shut up. I want to talk to a Catholic. Shut, please. Joey.
Yes.
Years ago, when my brother-in-law died, I vowed I would do everything I could to stop people getting in the shape that fucking Irving is in right now. And I would do everything I could to guide people away from drinking themselves into an early grave. So I became a minister.
God bless you for that. I mean it. Yes. I stopped drinking many, many years ago. I wasn't alcoholic or anything, but I didn't want a perforated liver, so I stopped drinking.
So I became a minister, and as a consequence, I became a charity.
Oh, my fucking God.
Irving, if you don't shut the fuck up, this is serious stuff. I'm telling you.
Serious stuff, bloody hard.
Woo! That's too funny. You're funny.
Joey.
Yes.
When I was a little boy, I was an altar boy, and I never.
So was I.
I never forgot my Latin, and I'm going to pray for us, Irving. If you fucking interrupt,
you're familiar with Crisco.
Oh man. Anyway, I got to jump because they're gonna be hitting me here in a few minutes. But
wait, I'm going to say a prayer for you before you go. Are you ready?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Don't fucking interrupt, Irving. You're getting on God's bad side. You ready, Irving? I mean, Joey?
Yes, sir.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti, credo in unum Deum, Patrem omnipotentem, factorem caeli et terra visibilium, omnium et invisibilium, et unam sanctam catholicam, et apostolicam ecclesiam, et una baptisma in remissionem peccatorum, et expecto resurrectionem mortuorum vitor ventori seculi. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son,
and of the Holy
Ghost. Amen.
Amen. That was beautiful. I haven't heard Latin like that since I was a kid. That was great. Hey, dude, Hey, dude, you know, the man just said a prayer. You should back off a little bit, because if you can't respect somebody's religion, you can't respect yourself. That's all I can say. And again, happy holidays to everybody. God bless. I got to take off, but Trevor, I'll talk to you soon, and make sure you get Alan my info. All righty, take care, guys.
Bye, Joey. Love you, son.
Now, when everybody just listen to this, I told Alexandris I would play this. This is my tribute to Al Graham. I'll play it.
Thanks, Trevor.
Here we go. Let's play it.
Thank you. To Al Graham.
Al Graham.
Al Graham.
Stop picking your fucking teeth.
Captain Pink.
All right, this one goes out to Captain Pink, Al Graham.
Love your studio, by the way.
Fuck up, Spring! Listen to the fucking song, you prick.
Yeah, fuck you too.
In the back of the room, they got some bungalow.
Oh God, this guy is fucking horrible.
They got some bungalow. Well, the people like to go down. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll.
This guy's got the balls of a chipmunk.
Fuck you, Irving. You do something better.
Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll.
Mute that fucking, please. I want to hear the song, the tribute.
I dumped Irving, but I can't record.
Call back in.
Give up your vow. Give up your vow. Say it out, say it out.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, this guy's
Thanks,
a fucking
Trevor.
turd burglar.
Fuck you, Irving. Oh.
I woke up this morning and I got myself a beer.
Irving. I'm gonna dump you.
Bad.
Al's on
wasn't
video.
bad.
Al's on video. I don't need you anymore.
Go ahead.
Now let him end this. Let him end it. Listen, Irving, shut up.
Excellent, man. I know it's going to get out of that. Thank you. The door is my request.
For Al Graham. Al, you.
Listen, let's get Irving to do it because he does a good job. Irving, stop criticizing other people and do better, you dick. You can. Do it.
Frankie, can
I
you
do
sing?
do better.
Frankie,
I
you
know,
can
well,
sing.
then fucking shut up and let the other guy live.
Frankie, you want to sing Roadhouse Blues, Frankie? Go ahead, sing.
Yeah, come on, Frankie. You and Irving do a duet.
Hey, you know what? I got to tell you this, Al.
Go ahead.
I was about 23, and I was renting a couch on a couple of German chicks'
crabs
apartment, and this is probably about like 1980.
You told me this fucking story. You didn't fuck either one of them.
No, I didn't. They were friends. But I woke up on the couch and the radio was going, and I woke up and I staggered into their tiny little kitchen because it was an apartment. And I opened the door of the fridge and the Doors was playing. And I reached in and I grabbed a beer, and at that very moment, it was Jim Morrison. Well, I woke up this morning and I got myself a beer. And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
I love it. I love it. Irving. Irving. Don't criticize anybody. Do better. You can do better. Frankie, sing Roadhouse Blues. I woke up this morning and got myself a fucking beer. Go on. Trevor, unmute him.
Trevor, he walked away from his mic. He's
Irving, you do it. Go ahead. You just
I
told us.
woke up this morning and I got myself a beer.
Yes.
La-na-na-na.
The future's uncertain and the end is always near. Let it roll.
The end is always clear.
We need to get Frankie to do a duet with Irving, and then fucking we've got a hit. Come on, Irving.
You know what? You bloody asshole. You look more like Keith Richards than I did.
Oh, I'll fucking kill myself. He looks like a chuck roast. He's horrible.
Well, you both are fucking corpses. Hey. Albert.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Alfonso. It's good to see you online.
I love you, son. You and I have always had great conversations on the radio and better off the fucking radio, right? In the middle of the night.
Yeah,
you had me.
We can go different places off air. Yeah.
Listen, you had me laughing for 2 fucking days because I couldn't get Keith Richards out of my fucking head every time. And when
I've been looking at Keith. I've been trying to listen to Keith Richards' interviews, and sometimes he sounds rather educated.
No,
and sometimes he sounds like a bloody fucking drunk. Yeah, fuck yeah, you blooming asshole.
Al, I gotta tell you a story, Al.
Richards is an interesting character study.
Okay. Back in 1988, my friend Mark and I used to go up to the whiskey.
You just interrupted a roll.
Look,
Trevor, let's fucking shut fucking Irving up so you can tell me the story.
I want to tell you
Okay. Go ahead.
Because at least I'm halfway sober. I'm gonna probably get some more beer. But anyway, so like in 1988, I used to go to Wild Child. Okay, me and my friend Mark, and up to the Whiskey and the Roxy, and we would always yell, "Peace Frog, Peace Frog," and Dave Brock couldn't play it, and I go, fuck you, Dave Brock. So here it is for everybody. This is the song that I always wanted to play, and he couldn't fucking play it.
No women in the Cranwood River.
I go, come on, dude. I can't play that song. I want to talk to him.
You know, I was at a concert with him 2 weeks ago, and he introduced me to the audience.
Yeah? Could he? I saw it.
Oh, okay.
This is our favorite song, me and my friend Mark.
No, it's your favorite song, not our favorite.
It's a hard fucking song to sing, I must admit, to do it, because it's high tempo, and Morrison was drunk on his fucking ass when he recorded that. And when he performed, in fact, he was never fucking sober. Wait a minute. He was sober one day.
Who wrote it?
Yeah. He was sober one day when he had the fucking flu, and that was it. His whole life was in a bottle.
Who wrote Peace Frog? That's one of my favorite songs.
Jim Morrison wrote 90% of the lyrics, in case you didn't know. Robbie Krieger wrote a few songs.
Streets up to my knees.
Yes!
Blood in the street, the town of Chicago. Blood on the rise.
Jim Morrison was the urban poet. All right.
I'm glad to know you, Al. Al, we're kindred spirits, but...
Me too. Why does he keep cutting in the middle of the song? Irving, let the fucking song play. Come on.
Oh, my God. I was fucking agreeing with you, you bloody asshole.
Blood in the streets on the river of sadness.
This is the best.
Blood in the streets up to my thigh. Yeah, the river ran down the legs of the city.
Frankie, sing it.
No women in
No.
Then she drove away. Sunlight in her hair. And fuck John Densmore too. Ray was great. Ray was such a good organist.
Shut the fuck up. Let the song fucking go.
Okay.
Indians scattered on Dawn's highway bleeding.
Ghost, crowd, the young child's eggshell mind.
Right on. Fragile eggshell mind.
Can you tell I'm a Doors fan?
Oh my God. Can you guys just let the fucking song play?
Okay.
Al, can you take me to a Wild Child concert?
Yes.
Let's go. Fantastic LA.
Take Zombie and Irving and you. Play this fucking song all the way through.
Blood be born in the birth of a nation. Blood is the rose of mysterious union. Dead blood in the streets, it's up to my ankles. Blood in the streets, it's up to my knees. Blood in the streets, the town of Chicago. Blood on the rise is following me.
Then it goes in. Hey, wait, and Al, it goes into Blue Sunday.
Well, let it go. Let it go then. What's the tempo, James?
No, I know it does. It didn't go on this clip.
James, that fucking song.
What do you want?
What's the song playing?
It just ended. That was the end of the song. Then
No, it goes into let's change the mood from sad to gladness, and then it goes blue. Come on, it goes Blue Sunday.
Exactly. Okay, I got you. But look, it doesn't on that clip. It doesn't go in. I'll go. I know where.
Hi,
I know.
Irving.
Go.
Well, that's signed. Oh, fucking hell. Where'd you get that, son?
Trevor, I gotta take off.
It's
I gotta
one of
feed
my
Barrett.
many guitars.
In my leg.
Okay, Eric. I want to say something. I hope you didn't get offended by the show.
No, of course
Eric.
not. I'm thick-skinned. I'm good.
Why not? We insulted you enough, you dumb fuck.
I know, right? Well, everybody have a good holiday.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on the show, and
All right.
please come back in the future.
His name is Eric, not fucking Alex. It's Eric.
Eric.
I said Eric, you
You
idiot.
said Alex. You said Alex, you dumb fuck.
I did not.
Okay, you're right.
Have a good evening, guys.
Good night,
Eric. Hey, Trevor. Good night, son. Trevor, don't hang up now. We've just gotten going.
We got to get some callers.
Why is Frankie fucking smiling like a Cheshire cat? He's wanking off. You wanking off?
Because Frankie is always happy.
Yeah.
And I was on Trevor's happy hour for a lot of years.
Well, how about do the weather? Do the weather.
Frankie, sing it.
Yeah.
I found my own true love was on a blue Sunday. She looked at me and told me I was the only
I got to go back to the bar.
one in the world. Now I have found my girl.
Is that Pamela?
No.
Who?
My girl awaits for me in tender time. My girl is mine. She is the world. She is my girl.
We're recording this.
Okay, I'm sorry, but And even knowing I'm being recorded, I'm sorry, but this song sucks.
What did you say?
I said this song sucks.
Good. You suck too.
Everyone has an opinion.
It's only my own opinion. It doesn't mean that I think I'm right.
Everyone has two things: an asshole and an opinion, and you've got four. So fuck you. That's a beautiful song.
You know what? An asshole and an opinion, I believe, are synonymous.
Al, we're recording here. Tell us what the Morrison Hotel was originally, and $250 a night. Tell us about the Morrison Hotel.
The Morrison Hotel was just the name of a shitty motel down on Skid Row, where Morrison went down with his photographer. He said, "Let's go get some shots of the." They wouldn't let him in to take the photographs. So Morrison went in and just sat there, and then Mandrake went in and sat there, and they all sat there in the lobby, no cameras. And the fucking photographer went outside and took pictures of them inside, and that's the way they did it. Then they walked across to a bar across the street called the Hard Rock fucking Cafe. What a shithole!
Oh yeah, right.
What a shithole bar that was. But they were down there trying to be like homeless and rough and tough, and the Doors were Maharishi fucking practitioners. Ray Mandrake, big Buddhists, and John Densmore. They went to fucking Maharishi on Fridays, and Morrison fucking hated them. That's the truth. He wouldn't hang with them, and they wouldn't be fucking seen dead with him, because he was always in a bar fight. It was always, and they were going, "Oh God, let's be Nam Yoho Ringekyo. I'm going to grow up to be a fucking vegetable in 3 years in another life. I'm coming back as a leprechaun." Fuck off. They had their heads up their asses, and Jim Morrison was the real one out of all of them. He wrote the music. He gave them all the fucking money. And when
you know as well as I do that Maharishi Mahesh Yogi was nothing more than a scam artist.
Duh. Yeah,
that's why 3/4 of the Beatles bailed out.
He tried to.
The only one that stayed behind was George.
He tried to fuck. What's her fucking name? The famous, beautiful, blonde-haired actress. She went with the Beatles. The Beatles heard that he put the moves on the kid, and they all said, "Fuck this," and they all left. Wait a minute. One time the Beatles went to Phil Spector's house in Orange County to redo all the Beatles shit, and he wouldn't let them go. And they said, "Well, we're going. We've been here a week." And he locked them in the fucking room, and he wouldn't let them out for a day. And they pissed in cups. How about that?
Well, Phil Spector could have been easily taken down by the Four, because they're all scrappers, you know.
Not one fucking one of the Beatles could bang his way out of a fucking bag of wet mashed potatoes.
Bullshit.
Fuck you. I lived there.
They're goddamn near gang members, especially Ringo, who's his original nickname was Rings, because he was so small he loaded his hands up with fucking rings.
Ringo was his fucking name. Ringo. Listen to this. His last name was Starkey. He was a Polish Jewish kid.
Richard Starkey.
Listen to this. The Beatles couldn't fuck. They never had a fight in their lives. Believe me. I'm from Liverpool. I went to see them at my lunchtime. They were kids from they weren't even upper class. They were middle class wannabes, and they all put on.
I'm not talking about the rest of them. I'm talking about Ringo.
Ringo couldn't fight his way out. He was only 4'6", for Christ's sake.
I know.
He was not a tough guy.
He was taller than that, but he was short.
He came from a rough area called Dingle in the south of Liverpool, where all the Irish were. But he wasn't tough. He was a lover, not a fighter. Nice little guy.
Oh, but he knew how to fight as well.
No, he fucking didn't.
Like old small fellows through school, he had to learn how to defend himself and be a fucking cunt.
Where do you get your incorrect information from, son?
You know what?
Al was there.
Just drive to your house and slap you the fuck around like a goddamn red-headed Irish stepchild that you are.
Give me the $4 up front, and you do whatever you want to me.
No, you'll have to pay me the $4.
Well, Trevor, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, I forgot. Irving interrupted me, but I was going to say, look at Frankie. He's like laughing. Frankie, what do you have to say about this conversation?
Looks like a fucking walrus. Swallowed a fucking elephant. Fucking hell, Frankie. Put a hem shank down that throat when you open your mouth. Fuck me. There was a song in England called What a Mouth, What a Mouth, What an Orphan South. Blimey, what a mouth he's got. When you see Jimmy had a short-sighted fella, he opened up his mouth and a fucking full of drop with a cold full of cellar. North and south, north and south. Big fucking mouth. My God. It's rhyming slang for mouth. North and south. A big fucking mouth. Frankie.
I prefer mutton, thank you.
Martin? Who's he?
I think he was the ex-guitarist for Deep Purple before they made it famous.
Fuck Deep Purple. Fuck you.
Here's
Frankie.
another question. Remember Apple Records?
Hey. Now that raises a good question between you and I. What do you think of Richie Blackmore?
Who the fuck is Richie Blackmore? Never heard of him.
Right, thank you.
No, Val, I'm gonna ask you the Apple Records. What was the band that the Beatles hired and they committed suicide? Remember that band? You know them.
The Ruggles.
No, the Ruttles. The Ruttles was it was a cliche. It was a parody between the Beatles.
I'm telling you, you don't have to ghost talk over me. It was the fucking Monty Python did a knockoff of the Beatles called the Ruggles, and they went around. They sang horrible songs like "Fuck the Queen," and they were great. They were a punk band, but they were fucking really funny.
You know what? I have their original DVD, the original cut, I should say, of the DVD.
Well, either jack off through the circle in it or sell it because it's worth some money.
All you need is cash.
Yeah. Trevor, ask me some more questions.
No, it was a different band. It was like the one that Paul McCartney wanted to get famous, and then they committed suicide. The two of the guys in the band, and they never got either. They never got paid.
Never heard of that story. He and Sutcliffe, the fourth Beatle, died in Germany of a brain hemorrhage.
By the way, I love your fucking top coat.
What?
I love your fucking top coat.
Oh, it's an 18th century Gothic fucking rock and roll coat because in the Gothic era, those fuckers were wild. They smoked opium. They painted their houses purple, yellow, and green. The Victorians were a wild fucking bunch. They were.
Well, no, the Visigoths expired along about probably
the
9th century.
No, not the Visigoths. They were the ones who those are the ones who kicked the Romans' ass. And you know how they did it? They looked through a piece of red glass and they could see miles away through the red glass. Did you know that? That's how they fucking got.
Yes, because red filters blue.
Yes, that's right. You're not drunk enough. Get fucking drunk.
Well, you know what, you bloody fucking bastard. You know what? Music.
Ow.
Everyone shut up.
Ow.
No matter what you
This is the band, Badfinger.
I will always be with you.
Committed suicide.
Doesn't matter what you do, girl. With you. No matter what you do, I will always be around.
The Beatles ripped them off.
Won't you tell me what you want, girl? Ooh, girl, won't you? Knock down the old gray wall. Be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do.
This is being saved for history.
Hey, Trevor, would you stop interrupting the fucking music?
Like you are now?
Nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter where you go, there'll always be a place. Can't you see it in my face, girl? Oh, God, want you. Knock down the old gray wall. Be a part of it all. Nothing to say, nothing to see, nothing to do. If you would give me all, 'cause I would give it to you. Nothing would be, nothing would be, nothing would be. No matter what you are, I will always be with you. Doesn't matter what you do, girl. Oh, girl, with you. Oh, girl, you, girl, want you. Oh, girl, you, girl, want you.
Talk about,
Fucking song.
Hey, I have a question for Al.
you talk about
Go
being
ahead.
being ripped off.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah,
Let's-
exactly, Trev.
Make it good.
But I have a question for Al. Well, and Trevor, and anyone who's listening. What do you?
Cut to the fucking chase. Ask the question.
Well, fucking let me spit it out, you fucking limey fuck.
Bitch. I will cut a bitch.
You know what? You're nothing more than a fucking bleeding
Sorry.
fanny to me.
A thug. You're right.
No, I love you.
That's the show.
Yeah, but
That's the
what do both of you assholes think of the Dave Clark 5? Yuck, yuck.
I did Clark. I'd sooner cut my fucking throat.
Oh,
I'm a
God.
mad all over. I'm mad all over. I'm a mad all. Fuck off.
Oh.
Chimpanzee.
Let's try to be the Beatles, but one more.
What?
No, I'm saying Dave Clark 5. Let's try to be the Beatles, but one more.
Jim Morrison's mother brought back a bunch of stuff from the Orient, and one was a wind-up fucking chimpanzee that played the drums. That was Dave Clark 5.
Yeah, oh, you know what? Oh, fuck.
And John Densmore was the same fucking drummer.
Well, yeah, John Densmore, yeah.
I didn't see you around when John Densmore was practicing. Were you behind me or in front of me?
Neither.
I was in diapers.
But I shall tell you this.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Doors should have had someone more qualified.
Then who? The drummer was deaf. People don't know it, but he was fucking deaf, and he was always out of time. Ray Manzarek said to Jim Morrison told Ray Manzarek, fire that fucker. 2 years into it.
Ray Manzarek and Robert Krieger were actual musicians.
How do you know?
They actually had classes.
Well, Ray Manzarek did go to school somewhere in Chicago or somewhere where he grew up.
No. He was an accomplished musician. Krieger was a wannabe flamenco student who learned a few chords. But if you know anyone who know anyone, so put him up against Eric fucking Burt. And put him up against anybody who was a great guitarist. Cream, come on.
Come on.
Did you just mention Eric Burden?
Well, the animal, he didn't play guitar. He sang like a fucking.
Yes, he did, and he sang like a fucking hemorrhoid.
But when you think about all the great guitars,
There's a house in New Orleans. Oh fuck! Piss off.
Trevor.
No, I want to teach you something about me. I mean, I did a show with a guy named Ted Rooney, Mickey Rooney's son.
I know him.
You knew Ted? Teddy?
I knew all of the Rooneys, little fucking midgets, every one of them. Never fucking successful, never successful at anything they ever did. Their dad told them they should name their group Lonnie on the Ivy League or some fucking bullshit like that. They always were abused at school. When they knew it was Mickey Rooney's kid, they threw their books on top of the roof. Not one of them claimed his fucking body for 9 months because they all fought about it. He died broke. And he was the guy who saved Hollywood. The Andy Hardy movies went all over the world. Clark Gable, all the great stars, they never made a nickel compared to fucking Mickey Rooney with Andy fucking Hardy movies.
Well,
China.
The difference between Clark Gable and Mickey Rooney and all the other cocksuckers.
One was bigger than the other.
Well, Mickey Rooney was business smart.
Was not.
Not the end.
Total fucking loser. Total.
Ted was like, I used to come over to my house. I mean, Ted.
They lived right next door to me in Thousand Oaks. Are you fucking kidding me? I knew Mickey Rooney's kids. Every one of them was a fucking loser. A midget.
I'm not saying they weren't. I'm saying that Mickey was the only one that knew how to fucking invest his money.
No, he did not. He died broke and he spent. Listen, when he was 18.
He died broke because his fucking brats spent his fucking money.
He died broke because he was a fucking idiot in business, just like Jethro fucking Bodine. He was an idiot too. He had all the money in the world and he threw it down the fucking drain. Mickey Rooney was a fucking loser in the business.
Jethro who?
Jethro Bodine. That was his name in the fucking Beverly Hillbillies.
Max Baird Jr.
Max Baird Jr. He was an idiot in real life. Same as Wayne fucking Newton. Total idiots.
Boy, Al, you know a lot, but you know what?
Max Newton, Jethro Clampett, whatever.
Al, don't speak bad about the dead.
Fuck the dead and fuck Irving too for interrupting. Listen to this, Trevor. This has been a great fucking show tonight. I mean, I really like it. And the guy we had on was a really good old rough mafios type. It was a rounded show, and I really appreciate what you do. It takes a lot to put on.
It's a bloody Ted Baglet.
Oh, fuck, except for that. You're putting on a great show. When he does that, out of nowhere, right in the middle of somebody talking, it's no fucking good. We should give him his own segment where he goes, and then we shut him off. Don't fucking do that, Irving. It ruins all the whole show. Now you got good shit, do it, but don't step on other fucking people, you rat bastard. But I don't mean that in a good way.
Al, I'm gonna jump on you, and I are on the same page on a lot of things. I'm not going to apologize for Al because Al's a fucking asshole, and so am I. But Irving,
please excuse me. I'm sorry, Al. I don't mean to step on your toes. I know how corny they are. I know how many bunions you have, and I
look out! He's going to do something at the end of it. Watch out.
I stand corrected. I stand chastised.
I don't think I've got this in front of me.
In absolute acknowledgement of my chastisement, and I shall retract everything I have ever said negative about you, except for this. Please, Al, this is my pure heart and sentimentality. Al, I love you. And please, Go fuck yourself.
I want Al. I want to introduce somebody to you. Al. I want to introduce somebody to you. His name was Ted Rooney. Okay. Ted Rooney. Teddy Rooney. I mean, Ted Rooney was on. I produced him on his show, 2007. He passed away. But listen. You want to hear the show? You're gonna.
I passed away just a moment ago.
Al, like this. Al, listen to the show I produced. Teddy Rooney. Listen.
Don't interrupt, Irving.
Hey, Tommy Lasorda here. Do you know that the Inland Empire 66ers are the new minor league team for the Dodgers? Now you can watch future Dodgers star right here in your own backyard at Arrowhead Credit Union Park, located just off the 215 freeway. Visit 66ers.com or call 909-888-9922 for more information.
Get a free collectible championship pin at Toyota of Redlands 50-cent Friday. Pins courtesy of BNSF Railway. T-shirt giveaway is on Saturday night. Check out 66ers.com for more information.
Nice.
Child probably wanted a tree house, but you needed to any limbs or branches. Go to tree.
Okay. So Ted wanted to do a show. It's called Rockin' with Rune. Okay. He used to come over to my house. We used to burn CDs, like the cream and everything. So listen to this. Here's the show. This is the first show Ted did. Shut up, Irving. I did this. You didn't do shit. Listen.
Hopefully you're not talking about like zombie cream.
Shut up, Irv. Come on.
Just listen to the show. This is how Ted and I put this together. Just listen.
Hello, rockers. This is Ted Rooney, a.k.a. The Rune. And you're getting ready to rock with Rune here on KCAA 1050. We're going to give you rock with a reputation.
Oh, my
Get to it.
That's horrible.
Good evening, my children. How are you this evening? Glad to have you here with us on a Wednesday, the hump day of the week. We've only got another 48 hours until it's party time. But as I'm sure you all know with me, after these many weeks and everything, every time is
Oh my God, I'm falling asleep.
It's off with Tool.
Who the fuck is that, zombie?
You know, no, it's not. I love Tool, but this guy just.
Well, see, Ted just had heroin overdoses and stuff, and he wanted to do a show, and I put him on. But
you know what? Tool is a wonderful band. I loved them ever since they came out. But the way that guy introduced them, it was like,
that's Ted Rooney. That's rock.
Hey guys, I'm gonna play somebody that I like. You know,
Irving, you didn't do anything. Irving, it's like, okay, so Ted I had
never do anything.
I had Dave Brockham on the show too, and so Ted would his favorite band was Cream, and Israeli, what was the one?
Disraeli Gears.
Israeli Gears was his favorite band. That was a favorite song, and
No, Trevor, Disraeli Gears.
Trevor is there? Sorry, but I'm what was the other one? Beck, Bogart, and a Piece. It was like that was his favorite song. It was like, yeah.
Oh, Jeff Beck, Tim Bogart.
They were good.
And Carmine a Piece.
Yep. This is the show. Now we had but Al, we had a cult following. That people listen in the middle of the night on the internet. Yeah, let me get that.
Yeah, I think you got the wrong number there.
Trevor, do you remember fucking Moby?
Moby Grape?
No, Moby, a fucking bald guy.
Oh yeah.
Just Moby was his name, Moby.
That's Ted.
Was it a nigger?
Oh, white guy. You don't know anything. You're just drunk.
Oh no, I'm jabbing at fucking Al.
Yeah, he was doing the double entendre, double meaning.
Al, can I say something? Al, can I say something to you as a fellow asshole? So
Yes.
the thing, it's like I look at my life and I go, I haven't done anything. And I look back and go, wait a minute, I had like Ted Rooney, I had all these shows, and I go, what the hell?
No, you had fucking HR Puff and stuff, dude.
Don't
Al had the best shit out of all three of us on right now. Okay.
Let Trevor speak, Irving. Don't be rude.
Al, we have a lady in the house. Her name is Dragon Lady. Dragon Lady there. Dragon Lady.
Hi guys. I didn't know you were on
Hi,
YouTube
Dragon
yet.
Lady.
What's your
Hi
name?
Frankie.
All right.
I'm doing great so far.
Hey,
Things are
Dragon-
going great, and there's a new Frankie Doll bobblehead wearing a cowboy hat. It's on National Bobblehead Hall of Fame website.
Jump in, Frankie.
Okay.
Don't fucking wait.
I don't have anybody to give one to, so you're trying to sell it for the Christmas holiday, right?
Yeah. Hey, Frankie, shut up. Dragon Lady.
Does this
Yeah.
woman have does this woman have a pair of big tits or not?
No.
No, I don't have big tits. I have small, tiny tits.
She has a big fucking mouth, though.
Well,
Yeah, I do have a big fucking mouth.
And actually, she's
Why
kind of
don't you
hot.
why don't you swallow a fucking ring ham and then we'll have some fun. So let's hear it.
What?
What?
Swallow a ring what?
Ham, a ringed fucking ham, a 10-pound one. Swallow it, and your tits will
I
get
don't
big
get it.
overnight.
Wait. Hang on. Hey,
Who's
Dragon
that? Who's
Babe.
that? I don't recognize that person.
Dragon Babe. No, this is fucking Irving, man. Come on.
Oh, Irving. Okay. Are you pissed at me or something?
Back up. What you're talking to is Al Graham, not Irving. Irving, shut up. Al Graham, introduce yourself to Dragon Lady. Dragon Lady married a Jew. Okay, understand.
Hello, you married a Jew?
Well, he's been dead for 7 years.
Oh, good. Fuck that.
And
We
she's
got- hey,
Chinese.
look,
She's Chinese.
You're a Chinese Jew? I got a Chinese
I'm
Jew.
an American princess
Oh,
Jew.
she's an American.
I'm a Jewish American princess, but not really birth Jew.
Okay, you mean you get all the money and you act like a Jew bitch, but you don't have a real Jew background.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't have a Jew background, and my husband never wanted a Jew Jap wife, and I ended up being the Jap that he ended up having instead.
Yeah,
It was
you're not Jap.
Listen,
You're Chinese.
a Jap, Jew, Chinese, no-titted bitch. Face it. Put that on the t-shirt. Put that on a fucking t-shirt, and we've got a hit. I'll promote you. I am a Jap, chink,